everybody. Hi, welcome to my channel. Just keep swimming 1111. Hi everybody. So let's go ahead and get in. Today I'm going to be doing a full moon and lunar eclipse reading. We're going to see what kind of energy that's going to pull in for the divine masculine energies and the divine feminine energies, and just kind of get a big look at all these changes. I do know with the eclipse, there's going to be some surprises. Hi, Samuel. So there's going to be some big surprises. There's going to be sudden changes, a lot of tower moments. There's going to be great emotions being pulled to the surface, especially strong water signs. If you have a sun or moon water sign, this would probably be the most emotional time for you. A lot of things are going to come to the surface. Whenever the full moon brings the tide in, it brings everything from the ocean. It brings it all into the surface of the earth. Everything that's there in the ocean. You see seashells, you see crabs, you see things that were, coming to tide, getting with the current. So what kind of things are going to be brought to the surface in your life? A lot of those things are going to happen. You can start to feel these kind of pools. I would say usually 2 days before a full moon and lunar eclipse, and 2 days after. Okay, there's a 2-2 kind of reference point with full moon energy. You could be flooded with emotions. You could be flooded with pain. You could be flooded with happiness. You could be flooded with tears. Unexpected events. I do feel like in your relationship, secrets will come out. Things hidden by the moon will come out. But I also feel that some secrets will be very well hidden because of the lunar eclipse. The earth blocks the sunlight to the moon, and then the moon becomes dark. So for a lot of you guys, especially earth signs, prominent earth signs, sun, moon, or rising, you guys are going to be keeping something away from others, hiding something away from others, keeping things to yourself. You don't want everyone to know. Whatever this is, whatever will happen, you won't want everyone to know. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this reading. I'm shuffling the James Van Prague messages. I'm also going to be using the Mermaid Oracles. I will be using the Dark Night of the Moon Oracles. I will also be using my tarot. I will be using the Divine Masculine messages. I will also be using the Heal Yourself Oracles and the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine Reunited deck also. And in my reading, I am going to have a little surprise at the end of the reading. So I'll set that on the side, and it will be just a little surprise about what is a surprise that this full moon will bring you. Let me close my window. Whew. I just moved. I have a wonderful new neighborhood, but I am kind of on a main street, not a major main street, but anyways, the street that I'm on, it's certainly not a cul-de-sac or anything like that. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and scoot this over just a bit. All right. Sorry, I have a lot of cards. Gotta make some room. Oh, you guys should know that yesterday, it was so crazy. I took the kids to the mountains, like I said I was, and we saw an eagle, and it was flying over my head, and when we were coming home, we saw a wild turkey, which is so weird. in town. It wasn't in the mountains. It was in town. It was by my dad's place, his old place. And it's funny because my dad used to tell me, Stephanie, stop hanging around with turkeys because you're an eagle. You got to fly with the eagles. And my dad always used to say that. And yeah, I go by his place and there's a wild turkey. And my son saw an eagle flying over my head. So I'm like, thanks, Dad. Little sign, little message from my dad on his birthday. He's still around. He watches me. So I was really happy that that kind of little message came in. And then I was looking up, what does the sign of the turkey mean? And it means being in harmony with nature. And me and my kids were actually really in nature, and we were cleaning up all the trash and litter in the creek, I guess you want to call it, in the mountains where there's a big creek. Not quite a river, just a creek. And we were, you know, just going up the river with our feet in the water and heating up the glass bottles and plastic bottles and food wrappers and, you know, things that people leave behind in the mountains when they don't clean up after themselves. And I just like to take care of nature. And sure enough, nature gave me a sign that when you see a wild turkey, it represents harmony. Harmony with the earth. Harmony with Mother Earth. And I've been earthing a lot lately too. And hugging trees. Yep, I'm a tree hugger. So I've been hugging trees. And I just felt really grounded and I felt really good. And it was beautiful that I got those signs. So I was really happy. My son was really happy. My grandma was really, really happy. Lots of little cute messages. Whenever you guys are out, you should always keep a little eye out for your messages that the universe wants to give you. Okay. All right. I'll show you guys the bottoms of the deck when I get to that point. Okay. That wants to be stuck together. Interesting. Interesting enough. So have you guys seen any signs lately about anything that you guys have been finding out? If you have, let me know. Okay. You came across hummingbirds? Ooh, someone said I came across hummingbirds. Oh my God, I love hummingbirds. I love them. Okay, well, I'm dying to see one. I have a hummingbird feeder and a hummingbird flowers. It's so pretty on my deck in the backyard. Okay, so first, I've got it laid out. We're going to go through the bottom of the decks. Bottom of the Dark Night of the Moon, or whatever this is, oracles, we have confidence, which is the strength card, and it talks about needing to get confidence or getting confidence to be strong enough to overcome obstacles, to make big decisions, to take action. We're all being courageous here, okay? All of us, the whole collective, the karmics, everybody, we're needing courage to get through this shift, this very big pull through the universe. And so we all have the gift of courage. We can all just muster that up and push through this very trying, difficult time. Bottom of the deck of the Divine Masculine energy is third party. Okay? There's other people involved. Oh, you saw a baby fox? Oh, I'm so jelly. I love little baby foxes. So there could be third parties involved in this reading, but you know, obviously for a lot of you there is. There it is. Third parties. There are other people involved. Well, that's pretty general, guys. In any relationship, there's always other people involved. We got parents, we have, you know, brothers and sisters, we have loved ones, we have exes, we have a lot of people. So it's just confirming that there is other people involved that may be interfering or causing, you know, how do you say, not forcing people to make decisions, but influencing. That's the word. Bottom of the deck here is marriage. So marriage is definitely running around everybody here. Venus is still in retrograde with Mercury there, so we are thinking about our past marriages. There is a connection with ex-wives and ex-husbands. I guess that's where I'm going to go with that. If you've never been married before, that's okay. Marriage can also talk about spending years with someone, living with them, sharing children, that kind of a thing. That can also be a marriage. Marriage can be where you're wearing a ring, he's wearing a ring, you guys are living together, you've got your names on everything, it's common law marriage, they've proposed, you have pictures together, you know, how is that not a marriage? So anyways, I do think that you are going to be thinking about exes, ex-spouses, okay? And I'm not saying you're in love with them still, I'm just saying like something from the past is coming up. Maybe it's memories, maybe it's dreams. You know, for me, with my ex-husband, my oldest kid's father, it's dreams. I've had a lot of dreams about him almost every night. So I feel very connected to him. He has tried to reach out to me spiritually from another timeline, obviously. So there's a connection there. We were still friends when we split. So that's good. And maybe you guys are doing that now. Maybe you guys, you know, yours is still alive and they're just trying to be friends, maybe trying to reestablish a connection. Maybe some of your guys' exes are coming back from the past. But I do feel it has something to do with an ex. If some of you guys are still friends with your ex-wife or ex-husband, we'll get into that. I do have a feeling some people still have feelings for their ex-wife. So I definitely have that vibe. Anyways, the next bottom of the card, we have death. I am learning that endings are merely new beginnings. And we're all going through Scorpio energy here, towers, you know. This is death, though. Letting things go. Burying them, saying goodbye, ceremonies. Some of you guys may have gone through a recent death. You guys may be having to go through a grieving process or a burial, something like that. And my apologies if you have been dealing with a death in the family. I do feel some of you guys may have lost someone recently to a death, or there's an anniversary of a death coming up within about 30 days, okay? But death is definitely present here in this reading. I did mention ex-spouses that may have passed. I had, you know, my ex-husband passed away 2017. So that's, you know, definitely a strong message for me, but hopefully it's a strong message for you as well, all right? So if you guys are definitely experiencing premonitions, messages, anything weird, know that people are communicating with you through death, okay? I'm coming in very low. I don't have my microphone in and the volume's up, and I have it how I normally have had it. Darn it, that's weird. Markers, am I coming in low? I'll try to talk a little louder. Damn it, I don't know what to do. My thing was fine for a long time, you know, and I started messing with this microphone, which I'm not using anymore because it didn't work anyways. Okay, someone said I'm fine. You guys can hear me? Okay. I'll be right back. Let me see if I can get something to fix that. Plus I hear Matthew. Hang on, guys. What? I am, because I'm at work. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. All right. Deeply apologize for that long wait. Okay, so welcome. Hi, new subscribers. Hi, welcome, guys. All right, so anyways, let's move on. We're dealing with a transformation. I just wanted to let you guys know, whenever you get the death card, even if it's in an oracle, it does talk about transforming something like an alchemical process. You're leaving one situation and completely becoming new in another. Okay, so let's move on. Bottom of the deck for the Heal Yourself energy is love. And I read that one yesterday in my testimonial reading. This is about how to love and how to receive love. It's learning how to give appropriate love with boundaries. It's learning how to let someone go and love them from afar. It's learning how to love yourself mostly as well, and that we attract what we feel. All right, so let's get into the reading. The top part is Divine Feminine, bottom is Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine, what have you been healing? Home. A lot of Cancer energy here, Cancerian, okay? With love and home, that is the heart, that is the fourth house, and that really does represent the sign of Cancer. And I will tell you this, the moon rules the sign of Cancer, so no wonder we're having this Cancerian kind of flow for the feminine energy. You're really focused on your home and family. You're very connected to your heart chakra. She's looking at a letter from home. She seems like she's away from home, so she looks very homesick. It looks like a lot of the Divine Feminines are going to be cleaning their house, reorganizing their home. It looks like you're definitely trying to clean it for sure. I do feel like getting a real big deep clean, and also getting your affairs in order. Bills organized, paperwork organized, Virgo energy coming in there. I do feel that you might be even gardening in the home, planting different kinds of vegetables or something like that. Taking care of your trees, taking care of your grass. You might be spending a little time on that. Just taking care of home matters, guys. When it comes to children in the home, you're certainly making sure their needs are met. There's enough new food in the fridge, the house is cleaned, organized, laundry's put away, you know, etc. Homely duties. And it looks like the feminine's really, really into that. Male or female makes no difference. It just means that you're vibing in a homemaker kind of energy. A lot of you guys maybe want to start working from home, and this may be a transformation. Even if you work in a government office or something like that, they are most likely having you work from home. So you have a lot going on at home. And I'll read that for you. It says, how do you keep recreating home? In the context of this teaching, let's use the word home to describe your unconscious ability to attract intimate partners with the positive and negative qualities your parents instilled in you. This card honors the wounded child inside of you that keeps recreating home, hoping to get your childhood development and codependency needs met. You might even provoke the other to act or look like your original parent. In a world where so many of our natural emotions were not encouraged, and worse yet, suppressed, you are now encouraged to feel the feelings trapped inside of you that consistently sabotage your life. For some of us, home was an amazing, empowering, and happy place. But for most of us, it was lacking, and there was unease and hurt in this imprinted energy on your nervous system, which forced you into dysfunction that you had with your parents to rise to the surface with your current partner or the people close to you. All right, so you might be experiencing some issues that you're confronting. I do think you're confronting them about your childhood. And you don't want to relive those issues with your family, with your children. So it looks like you're trying to conquer them, you know. Maybe your dad did things differently. Maybe he was quiet, stoic. Maybe he was just argumentative. Who knows what, you know, could have been with your father. And you definitely don't want to instill that in yours. But there is a healthy balance. I've seen people go the complete opposite, which is very unbalanced. And it's just as much no good as the other one was. So this is a healing to have a nice balance. It's okay to take something from your parents and tweak it, and do it better. But definitely not have a situation where it's going to affect you long term, or you're overbearing, over controlling, or anything like that. So that is a concern for you guys, definitely. Watching how you parent. Now, if you're not a parent at home, this is definitely something of maybe you would just like to create a home environment for your family to come and be with you, okay? And the way you operate your home could be the way you operate your home when you were, your mom operated your home, or something like that. Thank you, markers. It sounds fine here. Great, because I am raising my voice. I'm being as loud as I can right now until I can maybe get a different microphone. I'm not even using one right now because last time it just didn't work right for you guys. So with this home card, I will definitely clarify what could be going on in your home with the Divine Feminine. Okay, what did someone say? Turn your volume up. It's not on her end. Thank you, Goddess. I appreciate that. Yeah, turn the volume up. Some readers have like an amazing text system. You can have it halfway on volume and you hear them fine, and then you click over to my video and I'm a little lower. It just means crank up your volume. Sorry, I don't have that fancy equipment. Okay, let's see what's going on with the home card here. Clarify it. Clarify what could be happening at home for the Divine Feminine. Double-edged sword. And so this is about reaping what you're sowing, tasting your own words. You ever got told by your teenager, you do this, this, and that, and then you're telling your teenager off and you go, oh my God, I've turned into my mother. I am my mother, or I'm my father, and it's definitely, it's like, oh my God, okay, so I'm definitely looking a lot like my parents, okay? And that could be what's going on. It's the double-edged sword. You're definitely struggling here with understanding why you tried to avoid being like your parents and now you're like your parents. You can't help it. You were raised a specific way. It happens, guys. Don't fret. If you look like your mom or dad, you sound like your mom and dad, it happens. And it looks like, your family's saying, you sure remind me of your mom, or you sure remind me of your dad. Anyways, that's what that is, okay? Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Divine Feminine, let's see the James Van Praagh. So, denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So a lot of you are coming out of denial. I think this is what I'm going to pick up on. I don't think you guys are coming into denial. I think with this full moon and lunar eclipse energy, you guys are coming out of denial. Denial is being brought to the surface. Whatever you guys were in denial about is being brought to the surface, okay? That's what I'm picking up on. It could also be that you're no longer in denial over your divine masculine. You're no longer in denial over your own issues personally. You're no longer in denial about how you view the world. You're seeing things for what they are. The veil has been lifted, and there's nothing else to see here. The show has been discovered. What's happening in your divine masculine's situation, and possibly in your situation concerning them, is I cut them off, ending relationships, which does explain the death energy right here. There's definitely an ending to you and a divine masculine, possibly. This is coming up in your reading. It could also be that ex-husband I was talking about, or ex-wife, but you're cutting them off. You're ending the relationship. It's definitely over. It looks to me like you guys were in denial about what the relationship was in the first place, and you just wanted to cut them off. There seems to be, I want to get more into it, but what I'm going to just go ahead and channel here. You are just aware of the truth. Maybe they cut you off, maybe you cut them off, but you didn't want to accept that, you know? And we worked on this yesterday in my video. It was a testimonial, but it was also a collective reading. And I think it has something to do with that kind of energy where maybe you were in denial about needing to cut them off, or they were in denial about cutting you off. I mean, however this works, vice versa. But somebody finally sees it with a double-edged sword that they need to cut someone off. The word cut and then the double-edged sword does coincide together. And I definitely feel like you're using the sword now. For the Divine Feminine, what I'm going to go ahead and channel is you are cutting off the masculine energy. All right? Maybe it's cutting off a parent. Maybe it's cutting off your DM period. Maybe it's just cutting off your denial. It could also be that. You're cutting out denial. You're cutting off the bullshit. There is no more bullshit for you. It looks like you are done, and like you are definitely cutting ties or cutting loyalty. I feel like wherever you were once loyal and maybe a little, you know, boundaryless, you've stopped that. You've cut that situation off. I don't see you being taken advantage of at this point. Let's go ahead and see the tarot and see what that reveals for you guys. Oh, yep, we have Leo energy strength. We did have that coming in. Okay, oh, somebody said cutting the weight. Okay, cutting the weight. I love that. So we have strength, overcoming obstacles, overcoming yourself. Okay, it takes a lot of strength to do what you're doing. This is not easy. Cutting this situation or person apart and off is probably one of the hardest things you've ever had to do. You're being asked with all your might, all your mind, all your soul, all your strength to really have the courage inside of you to do this act, to do what needs to be done for the betterment of yourself and others. That's going to require you to have that confidence, okay? It's going to require you to be brave enough to create something new. With the fire energy, it's all about taking action. And the Leo card, strength, is about taking action. So it looks like you're taking action to cut them off, or they're taking action to cut you off. But there is action being taken in the cutting off of some kind of a connection here, okay? The next card is the Hierophant. So now we have the spouse. We have a marriage. We have a union between two people. The Hierophant represents a commitment, a contract, okay? A promise that was made. He also represents structure, organization, which we know that the Divine Feminine is doing, okay? So it looks like you have all the strength in the world to go through some kind of a contractual power, because the Hierophant also represents power. And this can be an attorney, this can be a court system, this can be, you know, a representative. This can be even a religious representative. But with the Hierophant, it's definitely cutting them off in denial. I mean, somebody here has been in denial, and someone here needs to cut them off. There is definitely a divorce in this situation. I mean, we can't deny that with the Death card and the cutting them off and the marriage and the third party. Is someone here getting a divorce because there's a third party and they're tired of it and they're having to cut their losses? They've invested a lot in this home, in this union, in this marriage, and now they're not going to be in denial anymore and pretend like everything's okay, everything's fine. They're not pretending anymore. They are going to file that paperwork and do a separation, or they're going to file some kind of a, I'm going to sue you for something, or they're going to file that paperwork for child support. They're going to file that paperwork for moving out, maybe getting a new apartment or a new house, something like that. But contracts are coming up, okay? So Divine Feminine, paperwork, contracts, law and order is coming up. Now, the universe is a mirror. This is why we always say as above, so below. And that is what the Hierophant says. He says, he points up, as above, so below. He knows whatever he is thinking and feeling and projecting internally is going to reflect in the universe. The universe is going to suck that in like a sponge and then shower it down back towards him. The Hierophant knows that. So that's why he has a higher belief and a higher power. Okay? So someone here could be... Okay. Someone here's been praying that somebody cut someone off, like an ex-wife, an ex-husband. You've been praying that they would do that so you guys could possibly come into a union. With the Strength and the Hierophant, some Divine Feminine has been praying that the masculine that they're with would end a marriage and come be with her or him and really commit. And I do see that as a very big possibility with this shift, okay? There is a higher power at work here. Both of those are major arcana. And you think about the 22 major arcana cards, that is the voice of God. That is the voice of a higher power. The major arcana, you really do need to separate the major arcana from the minor arcana, because the major really talks about major life changes, major interference from the divine, major shifts. Okay, so it's really important to notice that here. Okay, and no one's a mistress here. That's okay, that's fine. The only reason I mentioned that was we have this card here, third party, there's other people involved. And we had the Hierophant and the marriage card. Wow, and underneath that we have the twin flames. There you go. Ticking time bomb under that. And we had I cut them off and death. So this is kind of where I'm kind of picking up that for you guys, ultimately, there's definitely the ending of a third party. Now, if there's no mistress, maybe it's somebody else involved, like a family member, okay, or a friend. But it affects a union, okay? There is a divine union, and it is affected by other outside influences. So there is an effect. Yeah, thank you, Karen. It could be any dynamic, but it just means there's other people involved, okay? Could be a mistress, could not. You know, it could be another man, you know? There could be another man involved here. There could be a secret admirer involved here. But there's definitely, you know, intervention here in this that's divine. Now, whatever's going to be going down, it's going to go down pretty quickly. It looks like there's some energy that shifted around the end of May and going into June, which does explain the changes with the full moon and the lunar eclipse. Now, the Strength card does represent the sun. So I will say, if I don't look at it as the Strength card and I just look at this as the sun is going to be causing some changes here with the Hierophant, I would say going into the next sun sign, which is what, a week away, is going to promote some big shift. Now, everyone thinks that we are in Gemini, but actually we're still in Taurus. So we're going to be going into Gemini later, okay? Right now we're kind of shifting into Taurus, and then we'll be touching Gemini soon, okay? Very soon, I think a week or 2 weeks away, because Vedic astrology is 28 degrees of the sign backwards, because the way the star systems are placed they're not correctly placed in the tropical system. They are correctly placed in Vedic astrology. Now you can use your tropical, charts and sign placements if you'd like, but in Vedic sidereal, it's just not the same. So I do see some shifts here in a Taurus to Gemini energy. Mixita Nakshatra is going to be very important. If you guys have a connection with Mixita Nakshatra, if you follow Vedic sidereal astrology, you will know what I'm talking about. This is a Gemini-Taurus Nakshatra. It's right between them. It touches both signs. And that is about research. It's about searching. It's also about nervousness, okay? It's about anxiety. Mixita Nakshatra represents the deer. So you might be seeing signs of deer. You might be seeing deer out. But also the deer represents this nakshatra. And strangely, look at how the deer acts. It's always nervous. It's always being hunted. It feels like prey. So it always feels attacked. It's very defensive. It's always alert. It's always on guard. If you've ever met somebody with a strong Mixita Nakshatra, their mind is never focused. They'll ask you a question, and you'll start to answer the question, and they'll interject and interrupt and start talking to somebody else next to them, or say, oh, look at that over there. Something just went down in the middle of your talking. So Mixita Nakshatra is like, say I asked you, how was your day? How was your day? And you start saying, well, Stephanie, my day was great. I went to the market. Oh my God, look over there. Do you see that red bird? Oh my God, yeah, I saw a red bird yesterday. And you're like, okay, do you not want to hear my answer? All right, we'll move on to the next category. And then they'll ask you, so how's your business going? Oh, my business is going great. Oh, Danny, did you see what fell on the floor? Pick it up. Pick it up. And so people are like, what the actual fuck? I can't talk to this Mixita person. Mixita is always drifting off in their mind in the next thing. They do not have a lot of patience. They're excellent researchers and excellent multitaskers. They can handle 2 or 3 jobs at once. Across their desk, they could have multiple things to pick up and function with. They could be typing a book on the computer. They could also be managing their budget at the same time. They could also at the same time be grading somebody's homework. So Mixita people are here and there and there. And, a lot of people just frustrate themselves with a Mixita person because they're like, I do not understand why you're doing this to yourself. Why are you overwhelming yourself? Anyways, I feel like somebody here does have a Mixita Nakshatra, okay? Hi, Joyce Mio. You need to check your Vedic astrology chart. This is where you're going to see the nakshatras. You can also do it tropical in the same website, but you can go look at Vault of the Heavens, and it's Lahiri, Lahiri, sidereal astrology. Get a birth chart. Get that done. It's free. You can go to that website, enter in your time of birth, you must know, and you can see all the nakshatras and see if that applies to you. And if you don't see it in your birth chart, see how it affects you possibly in a D9 Navamsha chart. Look at the degrees. It would be the later degrees of... Anyways, I don't want to... That's too much astrology. I'm done. Okay, so that's what we're going through. Let's move on here. We have Book of Secrets. So the Divine Feminine is no longer in denial about secrets. Maybe there is a secret marriage. Maybe there is a secret union. Maybe the Divine Feminine is the secret in a marriage and a union. However the shoe fits for you guys, please tweak that, okay? But it looks like the Divine Feminine is experiencing some pain about a relationship that is full of secrets. And the Divine Feminine, it affects her at home, personally. Home is personal. So You are absolutely no longer in denial about someone here who has been keeping you a secret or keeping secrets from you. Okay? You're tired of that. You're letting the cat out the bag. Who let the dogs out, actually? All right? The next card is Queen of Pentacles. So this is Capricorn. Could also be Taurus or Virgo. Taurus is probably really strong because of the Mixada Nakshatra, you know? So if you have some strong Taurus placements, this could really be going on with you, especially with Venus and Mercury in retrograde in your sign. So this could really be dealing with you right now, okay? But with this Queen of Pentacles, it's about nurturing. It's about caring. And, you know, the Queen feels things. Kings do things. You're almost there. You're almost there. When I think about tarot, the page is a freshman, basically. Okay? And the knight is a sophomore. Maybe even going into, you know, a junior. It's like right in between there, junior, sophomore kind of energy. And then the queen, she represents like a junior going to a senior, or a senior for sure, you know, something like that. And the king represents the graduate, you know. He represents, I've overcome and mastered all this shit. I'm done. The queen is almost, you know. So I feel like you're almost there. There's a little bit more to go through something. You're nearing the end. You're not quite finished. You haven't quite really hit the mark yet, but you are damn close. You've done a lot of work. You've put a lot of yourself into this. You have a lot of dedication. Some of you guys could be a book writer. With the Book of Secrets, let's just disregard the secrets. You writing a book. And you've been dedicating yourself and getting organized and trying to finish this book. You're almost there. You're almost there. There's a little bit more, you know, that needs to be done here, but you're very much nearing the end. It's taking all your strength to finish this, you know, and then comes the publishing. So, you know, this is what's going to be happening here, which writing books is very much the Mixada Nakshatra. A Mixada person is definitely a book writer, because they're going into Gemini and Taurus. They're all about research, novels. They're about truth. They can be reporters. They can be people that publish things, publish the truth, speak out in public, voice their opinion, but they're very nervous about it, you know. Mixada people are nervous because they're like the deer. What if I say something and someone freaks out? You know, so they're always on guard about what they say. They're very careful. They do watch what they say. They do their best not to offend people and not to ruffle feathers. But if they do feel passionately enough about something, they will speak out, especially if nobody else is. But mostly they have a passion for two things. You guys are going to laugh about this, but it's two things. Mixada people have a passion for love and money. Not just the love of money, but love and money, okay? You can't help it, honey. That's just your sign, all right? So the deer, you know, does represent this financial security, and the how do you say, forging. Is that the right word? Forging money. So Taurus is like, okay, I'm going to go forge me some money. And so, you know, Mixada people are out trying to get that money, honey, like more than anybody. Because Rahu really rules the sign of Gemini, and Mixada is really going in there too. And Taurus is all about money, honey. So it's all about the financials. So believe me, a Mixada person is very financial minded. A lot of them have worked as a banker or someone who cultivates money in sales. Sales for sure. They like sales because they're always doing something different, talking to somebody new. Anyways, so hey, I ain't hating. I'm a little money lover myself. But anyways, love is also very important to a Mixada Nakshatra. They're always seeking that ultimate love, the fairy tale, the one that you read in novels. The ones that you see in movies. Mixed people are always hungry for that kind of a moment, of that feeling. They even imagine themselves, they're very imaginative, and they can imagine themselves in those movies. They can imagine themselves in a moment like a movie with their lover. So they're very poetic, and they're great at writing love stories. They're great at retelling their own love story. They're just love-minded also. And mixed just represents the mind, the brain, how it works, all those neurons traveling here and there. They're quick thinkers. Mixed people are quick at finding solutions. So whoever I'm talking about in the divine feminine energy, you are a solution finder. You're going to have resolution to whatever issues you come across. You are strong enough to organize. You are strong enough to get structure and make a plan of action. Okay, and right now with the Queen of Swords, you're in a plan of action. And you're no longer in denial about it. I do think there is some truth revealed to you through the Hierophant, which is Taurus. Very strong Taurus up here for the divine feminine. If you do not have strong Taurus, but this is still resonating for you, maybe you have a strong planetary alignment or placement in the second house. I do find in astrology, because I'm an astrologer as well, that when you have planets in that house of a sign, even if it's not the sign, it resonates so much with that sign because of the house. Because it's like renting a house, guys. Another sign in another house is renting the space. There's still a landlord. There's still someone you have to get an okay from. There's still someone you have to send the rent to. There's still someone you have to kind of be in relationship with while you live there. Even if it's your home and you live there and that's your space, you're renting it from the High Lord. You know what I mean? So whatever's going on in this second house here, this could be really, appropriate for you. I do want to tell you that I do feel some 1-7 energy for the divine feminine. And of course, Taurus does look at the sign of Scorpio. And because of the Book of Secrets, I do feel that if there is a masculine in your life, they do have some kind of a connection with Scorpio, or you do, involved with love. You're 1-7, your 7th house, you know what I mean? So 7th house for you could be Scorpio, is what I'm feeling. It could also just represent that 7 away from you, in some sense, is a Scorpio energy, okay? Because Taurus and Scorpio is 1-7. So, that's what I'm feeling here. What does Scorpio have to do with Taurus? Loss, changes. Taurus makes money. Scorpio takes money. Scorpio creates a family, starts to create it with the home, which we are dealing with home, which is Taurus. It represents the house you sleep under, the rent that you have to pay, the groceries you have to buy, the food that you eat. Everything that supports someone in their family is Taurus. Scorpio represents the other family members, the in-laws, their influence on your marriage, your grandparents. Scorpio, represents sickness, when Taurus represents health. So ups and downs. Ups and downs. Taurus is the up, Scorpio is the down. Scorpio is about mystery and secrets. Taurus people, especially with the Scorpio rising, could be very prominent here. And a Taurus with the Scorpio rising is someone that has a very strong interest in the esoteric knowledge, hidden secrets, secret wisdom, the secret books of the Bible, anything to do with, astrology, tarot, mediumship, the dead, what happens when you pass over, stories and things like that. So, someone's very involved in that. They're also very involved with inheritance. So a Taurus person with a Scorpio rising, or, you know, 1/7, maybe a moon, whatever, inheritance is going to happen for this Taurus person. And like I said, if you're not a Taurus, maybe you're really resonating with this because you have a planet in the second house, which is really causing you this energy. But when you think of Scorpio, it's like your inheritances. Are you gaining a house or a home from grandparents or parents? That could be coming in for the Queen of Pentacles. Are you keeping it a secret? Is your parents or grandparents keeping it a secret that they're going to give you this? There's also the energy here that if there was a fight over property, if there was a fight over some kind of home or material, as in property, you know, money even, let's just say money as well. If there's been a fight through the family over this, through this death, okay, about what's what and who's, someone is going to get told the truth. Someone's going to get what they've been giving, which was nothing good. And if somebody in the family has been giving y'all nothing good, nothing good, nothing good, they've been a pain in the ass, someone's cutting them off of their inheritance. So someone here is getting cut the F off. And it looks like you're going to receive it up here. Okay? But someone is no longer in denial that they were going to get something. They're not getting it. They're getting cut off. There's also an ending of a relationship, possibly with a Leo. This Leo could be a son, a daughter, a grandfather, a grandmother, you know, maybe it's vice versa. Maybe you're the one getting cut off of the family, and now you're cutting them off, double-edged sword. You know, there's something like that going on here with the Divine Feminine as well. And there's a lot of secrets in the family here. You know, a lot of secrets in this family. And they're coming out. And it is this full moon eclipse. It's going to be around this time. So 2 days prior, 2 days after, there's going to be some real shit coming to the surface. And can it involve paperwork and legalities? Yes. Can it involve power of attorneys? Yes. Can it involve an actual attorney coming in? Yes. How about a priest or a pastor dealing with a funeral? If that's what's happening in your life, you guys are all having stress about the finances and how this is going down with a funeral. Funerals can be one of the most stressful times in a family. The most stressful because people are trying to put themselves in power. And so there's always these power struggles. Who loves them more? Who did more for them? All of that. So that could really be prominent in the Divine Feminine's life right now. If you want an answer from me, if you're watching me, then you're good. You're golden. Queen of Pentacles. It looks to me like you're going to get the money, or you're going to get the house, and the other person is pissed off. So whatever inheritance that you're coming in, even if it's a marriage inheritance, maybe this is going through a divorce process and you're divvying out who's and what's what, you're going to come ahead when watching this reading. It's in your control. It's in your power. You can do what you want with it. You can give it back to them. You can keep it. You can do whatever, but it's in your control is what I'm seeing here. You have the upper hand against whoever this third party is. And by the way, look at the third party in keeping secrets. Not telling you everything. There's more to the situation than meets the eye. Underneath that. So anyways, the other third party doesn't know everything you know. I also think this could be a lover, this could be family, but you have dirt on somebody. You have secrets. And no one else knows. And someone said, my sister made me beneficiary. Awesome. See, you're going through that. When you have secrets and no one else knows, it could create some drama. You know something they don't know. You know something they don't know. And it's what I'm hearing. And that you have the power. So they're just going to have to bow down to the Queen of Pentacles. If they want something, they're going to have to come to you. That's what I'm feeling. Now, if this is a divorce, they're going to have to come to you if they want to work something out, you know. If it's a death and an inheritance, they going to have to come to you for all of this. If it's a funeral situation and they want something or they want to have an input, they going to have to come to you. That's what I'm seeing. And someone is getting, they're in denial. They're like, oh my God, I cannot believe that Divine Feminine has all this freaking power. Oh, hail to the no. Oh, hail to the no. Divine Feminine does not have all this power. No, she doesn't. No, he doesn't. Yes, we do. Stop being in denial, because they're going to cut you the F off. This Divine Feminine does not have room for patience. Oh, hail to the no, okay? No, sir, ma'am, whoever, no. I will call a higher authority if need be. You better back up, or I will call the police, or I will call, a lawyer, an attorney. I will call whoever I need to do, whatever I need to do. I will make that call because I have the power and you don't have shit. That's what I'm feeling. And this is all power. Strength is the power. It's also courage, but it's power, honey. So this is just, you better bow down. So someone here, Divine Feminine energy, male or female, you got the magic spot here. You've got the golden ticket. And whoever's been messing with you, whoever's been messing with your finances, messing with your family, messing with the structure of your home, whatever this be, it's a double-edged sword. It's a two-way street. Whatever you did will be done back unto you. However you judged, you will be judged back unto you. Whatever you say and however you say it will be said and done back unto you. Sir, ma'am, thank you. Also, you have hidden power. Book of Secrets. I do want to clarify your hidden power. What is your hidden power? Let's get something on that. I guess I'll use the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reunited. What is your hidden power? Oh, unconditional love. This is Mother. This is beautiful. There's a Divine Feminine that has your back. It's your mom or it's your grandma, honey. Could be your sister. Someone said their sister. It is a Divine Feminine counterpart here. Another soul family. It could be a best friend. I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing. Your little secret is you've got the power. And there is Divine Feminines that back you up. There is a I do feel, if it's a family inheritance, grandma or mom backs you up. It could be a great aunt. I have some great aunts that are amazing. So it could be a great aunt. It could even be a cousin that's like an aunt. It could be a sister. But there is a female out there that is like, look, I got your back, honey. I'm going to back you up in this family matter. I have a witness. Somebody here may have a witness, okay? They've witnessed what you've witnessed against this family member, and they're going to come to testify for you. For some of you, that's what it's going to be. I also feel like there could just be friendship. I'm just going to use real quick an example for me. The child support advocate that I was working with, we're not friends. I've never met her. But we certainly were kindred spirits because, dealing with my kid's father's girlfriend, she said she was a immature, cursing, out of control, manipulative, overpowering the conversation person, very controlling. So if I ever had to testify or I ever had to use a witness about the abuse of authority that his girlfriend is using, I would have a witness to her behavior. So this could be something like that. It doesn't even have to be family. It means there's another mama bear out there. There's another feminine out there that's going to back you up and support you through whatever this process is that you want to go through. Like I said, it could be your mother, who's a very big support. She could come in with finances. Okay, if you're going against some kind of a legal battle or something, your mom could come in and say, you know what, I'm going to help you get a lawyer. I'm going to help you. If it's a funeral, I'm going to help you pay for all of this. If your husband died, wife died, child died, something like that, in the divine feminine energy, there is a loving, mother or grandmother's family member that is like, I'm going to come in and I'm going to help you, okay? I'm going to pay for what you need to get done. Be it whatever you need, I'm going to take care of you. Also, I'm going to stand up for you. I'm going to be your guard dog. I'm going to back you up. You're not in this corner alone. And that's kind of what I feel, even if it's best friends. Look how us feminines are on my channel. 80% of us watching me are all divine feminines. We all support and back each other up. All of us. Unconditional love. We support each other in this process of healing, dealing with our home life and our family life. We support each other on cutting off people that are toxic for us. We support each other on taking actions that need to be taken for our greatest good. And so this is just saying, hey, I got your back. I'm here for you. My heart is with you. I may not be with you physically, but my heart is with you. So the unconditional love card is, you definitely have this support. And the secret is, she's your secret power. Sometimes you don't know who backs you up in the corner, that there's someone behind you. Someone doesn't know that when they fuck with you, they fuck with them. I'm sorry, excuse my French, but that's what I feel. It's like, if you fuck with me, you're fucking with that person, and that person stands up and said, did you know I was in her corner? Did you know I was backing her up? Back up. It's 2 against 1. So again, you have the upper hand. The ball is in your court. And yes, this could be vice versa if you feel that way. Okay, Cassie? But this definitely, we have home, and I told you Cancerian energy, right? We had home, we had love, which is the heart chakra, and then now we have unconditional love, which is Cancerian energy. Okay, and then bottom of the deck over here, we have the heart chakra energy, green, which represents the 4th house, Cancerian, and healing and home. So there is some deep reconstructive healing for the divine feminine in the structure of his or her family. Okay, and whatever's going on at your home, in your home life, you have the power. Yay! I guess that's like the reading here so far. I mean, it had to come down to that. You have the power, honey, and maybe this third party is your support, your secret weapon. Okay, there's someone backing you up, someone that they didn't ever think would back you up. Maybe they didn't know this other person was backing you up, but they're backing you up. You could be a Cancer, or the person that's backing you up is a Cancer also. Divine feminine energy here. We do have Taurus, and I did talk about Gemini, so it's very possible because of the mix of the nakshatra. We also had Scorpio. So Leo is here too. So that's kind of what's going on, vibing in the divine feminine energy today. You have the power, sweetheart, and you are supported by the divine. As above, so below. I did talk about the mirroring. So just real quick before I move on, keep in mind, whatever you're feeling inside of you, whatever you're projecting, you're going to see it on the wall. You are a projector. So whatever you want to put on that projector counter is going to be shown. So whatever you want to manifest, whatever you're trying to do, whatever you have power over, make sure that your feelings are reflecting that. It's one thing to think something, and it's another thing to completely feel it. If you ever catch yourself wanting something, but then when you see a reading that triggers you, or you see a message or a picture, or you see something that might talk about what you really want happening, and you click off, like, nope, that's not for me. Nope, that's not happening. Example, just example. You want a reunion or a reconciliation. You want happiness, right? That's really your goal. But you catch yourself, just example, scrolling through tarot channels, seeing titles, and you see something like destined relationship coming together, or this is your story, true love conquers all. Or if you see something like that and it triggers you and you don't want to watch it, and you don't want to watch it because you don't believe it. Okay? This is just an example. It's not the story. But it means that even though you want that and you're trying to manifest that, something inside of you is repelling it. And really it's the belief system, which is the Hierophant. And it's like, okay, if you really want that and you pass by something that supports your message, that supports what your goal is, that supports what you want, and you don't want to watch it, you don't want to hear it, you get triggered and get pissed off and you tell yourself in your head, that's bullshit. This is bullshit. That's not going to happen. That's not my story. What if you just tell yourself, that's not my story. Union, not my story. That's what you're projecting to the universe. So even if you're trying to manifest this union, manifest something, and you're catching yourself, be aware, you're catching yourself rejecting what you want. It's going to take a long ass time to get there. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a long time to get there because your feelings don't match your thoughts. There needs to be a balance. And if that does happen, because it does happen to everyone, it happens to everyone. Don't be ashamed of that. It means to get grounded. Go out there, get your toes in the grass, whatever need be. Get grounded and meditate. And just ask yourself, is what I'm trying to pursue what I really do want? Is my heart correct? You know, this is Two of Swords. Is my heart correct? Or is my mind correct? Which one of them is right? Do I want this union? Do I not want this union? What is my soul telling me? And then get aligned. Put them together and say, let's get together. That's the real union. Before you can have a union of body with someone, you have to have a union of your mind and heart. Those two have to be like the Chariot, moving forward. Wow, Cancerian energy. I think I'm hitting the needle on the head here, or whatever the saying is. Cancerian energy, Chariot. Yeah, aligning those two forces and moving forward. You can't move forward until those forces are aligned, and I think that's what the Chariot stands for. Mind and heart together, moving forward. And when you can balance yourself out like that, this can move forward. Now that was an example. If it's not a union, that's your goal. If it's a financial structure, if it's a book, if it's a business, if it's a home that you're going to inherit, if whatever it is, whatever your goal is, if that's your goal, but you find yourself rejecting that goal by not believing in it, you're realizing there's been a struggle. And you definitely want to work your way through that. Okay, let's get your oracle back here. We had two for you. They were kind of stuck together, so. We have fragment and playful. 44. You know, I've been seeing 44s all over the place. Have you guys? I've been seeing 44. Anyways, we have the number 15, fragment. You only have part of the story. This is kind of play while you wait. You don't have all the information yet. Maybe a lot of this shit hasn't even gone down yet. If this doesn't resonate for you, it means it hasn't happened yet. It will happen. If it resonates for you, it already happened. Okay, or it's happening. But right now, the overall energy here is play around and have fun. Live your life while you're waiting, because not everything's in order. Okay? And I see this cute little kitten playing with the moon. It's just a cute little toy. This is a young energy. And it's about the inner child. I think you don't have enough fun. Sometimes you guys take things too seriously. And I will tap into the Queen of Pentacles, serious energy of the Virgo. Sometimes you work too hard. This is overworking, overstructure, OCD. You know, a lot of you guys have an obsessive compulsive disorder, and that's a secret. Maybe you don't even want to admit that to yourself, but there's something with that. Could be an addiction that needs to be fought here. The addiction could be overworking. The addiction could be over worrying about family. Okay? And this is something that needs balance. And it looks like somebody's been in denial. I've been in denial of my OCD. I've been in denial of my shadow side. I'll be right back, guys. Maddie's crying. What's wrong? Okay. Anyways, let's read this for the Divine Feminine. Okay, sorry about my little disappearance. Whew. All right. Okay. Divine Feminine, my child, it's not always so serious. Choosing this symbol means it's time to lighten up and be playful. No matter what you're asking about, this is the time to have to go get a sense of humor. Smile and go do something fun. Life always has a way of answering questions when you're not looking. Wouldn't it be better if you were enjoying your life rather than just sitting around and waiting for what you want to happen? Don't take yourself so seriously, and don't take this so seriously. It is a time to lighten up. Know that when the symbol appears in your life, the fun is about to start. All right, so gonna have some fun, gonna have some family fun, celebration of birthdays, good times, putt-putt, you know, whatever it is. It's like get out there and have some family fun. Good old-fashioned family fun with the kids and never hurt anybody, okay? Sometimes we get over-focused, which is very mixeda, okay? Over-focused on life and whatever is really going on. And this may just ruin your summer. So don't do it. Don't do it. Don't let all the news and media and family drama and everything happen so seriously for you. Someone commented that they couldn't ignore the news. They couldn't ignore what was going on in life right now. It was too important. And I understand it's important, but it's also important to get grounded so you can be clear-minded and clear-hearted when making healthy decisions. If we are absorbed and sucked into the drama of this world and our lives, it's like the black hole. And you will get sucked in and have nothing to ground yourself with. And you're absorbed and you lose your light. And then you become in denial about what the truth really is about anything. Step away from all of this. Go putt-putt, go hang with the kids, barbecue, have good times, celebrate. Don't be in denial that you need attention that is peaceful, that you need that love and connection between your divine feminines. Divine feminines need to connect with divine feminines because we feed each other, okay? We feed each other love. We feed each other healing energy. We feed each other common sense. We give each other support. We nurture each other. So don't disconnect yourself from your divine feminines in your life. You need them. This may be a time you need to just make s'mores in the backyard with mom. You know, hang out with auntie. Hang out with cousin. Hang out with sister. Hang out with sister-in-law. Hang out with your daughter. Connect with your feminine energies. And, you know, I'm not trying to exclude men here, but I will say women with women, it's different. We understand and empathize, usually. Not all the time. I mean, there are some women that, you know, yes, they're really in a masculine energy. And they can't. And men, you guys maybe bond better with females because you're a feminine energy. So that's great. Let's feminines, male or female, bond and give each other this nurturing energy because we need it. We're starving. We're starving for this. We need to heal and get back grounded. We need to pay attention to our astrology. We need to pay attention to our heart. We need to love each other, put our hands on each other. Yeah, maybe mom or dad or sister, brother, whatever. Not dad, but the feminines. Again, one more time, however that works. Put your hands on someone. Just say, you know, you look stressed. Can I just put my hands with your hands and just hold you for a minute? Just, it's going to be okay. That gives you that boost of energy. Someone's saying, is your back hurting? Let me just help rub your back. If it's, you know, your mom or your sister, it's going to feel better. Your mom and your sisters and, you know, feminines, they have the gift. They have the gift to heal you. So it's time to get their healing. And it's okay to need that. Don't be so much in denial that you're all in control of your life. You have so much power. You're so independent that you don't need that in your life, but you do. You do. And so we need to connect as one, however that works for you in your life. We're going to read fragment. Divine Feminine, sometimes it may seem like life is split into so many parts, all of them separate and difficult to bring together, which is true. You got your home life, you got your political life, you have your work life, you have your love life, you have your dreams and your spiritual life, you know, and trying to blend them all together is awful. It feels like they don't mix. It says here, family, friends, work, study, activities, etc. can all seem unrelated together. But, my child, you are always whole. Even if at times you feel like separate, you feel like things are separate and fragmented, that's only an illusion. Choosing this symbol reminds you that all the moving parts of your life are important. If the one you're asking about seems confusing, focus on the one that brings you clarity. Be here, be now, and know that I love you and I see you as beautiful and whole. Regardless of how disconnected things seem, also remember to take a step back when you're trying to understand something. You may be looking at only one piece of a giant puzzle, a fragment of the truth. See the big picture through my eyes, and no matter what, all is well. I like that. And that is over worrying. That was that Virgo energy I came in, you know, you might be over worrying, over concentrating. If it's not worrying, it's over focusing onto something. Whether it's the news, that could just really take you down. If you ever try over focusing on the news for 24 hours, you will be drained. I don't know how these reporters do it. If you ever focus on something like that, you are completely drained. It's good to pray for those that are the reporters, and it is good to pray for those who are fighting up in the Congress about what's going on right now, because they're drained. It's good to pray and send healing energy to the peaceful protesters. that are hurting because they're getting drained, trying to help a situation that's out of control. It's good to pray for mom, and if she's struggling with a sickness, it's just good to pray for your feminines that are really throwing themselves into something wholeheartedly and losing themselves in the process. Give them your strength, give them some energy, heal each other. It's a circle of love, it's a circle of healing, and it's a circle of trust. We as the divine feminines have a high power. This is our secret. Our secret is we are healers, we're nurturers, we're miracle makers, we are life bringers. Divine feminines have a lot of power, more than people give us credit for, and more than we give ourselves credit for. A lot of divine feminines don't even give themselves credit for how truly amazing you are for bringing life into this world, life of a child, life force of healing energy and high vibrations. You are the bringer and the bearer of life, life force. And you need to remember to cherish that and take care of it, nurture it. Don't throw your life force to the wolves. Don't waste it and over-focus it somewhere, balance it. And when you feel drained, get with some feminines. And if there's no feminines around you, get in feminine energy, get in nature, ground, barefoot. I recommend meditation is always best outside on the grass, because you're connecting to the earth. It's nice to meditate in a home, and if you don't have somewhere to go on the outside, home is fine, especially if you have plants and water and different things. That's great, but nature is better.
You want to make me swap my pillow out of the couch? No, we're not moving.
Uh-oh.
You make him swap me.
I made you?
Yes.
Honey, he's moving. He's missing a leg. See? That one leg right there is gone. His leg got cut off and this leg got chopped. So he's hurt. He's not going to live forever because he hasn't had food and water. He's just been in your arms all day. So he's going to die.
You make me kill him.
Oh, I made you. I'm sorry, guys. He got a beetle yesterday in the mountains, and he's had it ever since.
He's alive.
Yes, he's alive. He just can't walk because he's missing some legs.
We're still moving.
Yeah. So, anyways, okay. Anyways, that's it. I think I'm done reading that for the Divine Feminine. Thank you, Tamika Lucas, for the $50 on Super Chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's a beetle bug emergency. Beetle might be fine. He's not dead. Okay, he's injured, but he's not dead.
When I just kiss my pillow, he just moved.
Yes, and he's fine. He's just missing some legs. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that's that. Spirit, what kind of healing do you recommend for the Divine Feminine? Thank you so much, Tamika. You're the best. You be blessed, honey. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, that was a beautiful, generous gift. So we have compassion. Oh, it's the marshmallow plant.
What the?
Not a real marshmallow. It's a marshmallow plant.
Nice.
You can see.
Wow.
He says, wow. That sounds yummy. Yeah, it's the marshmallow. So anyways, this is a beautiful little flower. And look, again, compassion is Cancerian energy. I mean, Cancerian is very strong here today. You see the two hands like this with a heart in between it, representing love in the heart. So really, Divine Feminine, at the heart of the matter is your unconditional love. Okay? Yes?
Do you know my bird can fly?
I don't think so.
He can.
Okay. He can fly.
Yours is wings.
Uh-huh. Yeah, be careful. Don't pull him. Okay, so the marshmallow for the Divine Feminine says, trust your inner feelings, DF, and let them lead you with a little more strength. Spiritual energy will be very high, so perhaps fulfillment or illumination in this aspect of life will be easier to obtain. This is a time of giving, of looking out for others, and taking a more supportive role. Remember that the more you give, the more you will receive. See this beautiful sharing of energy between mothers, between divine feminines. The more healing you give, the more you receive. Remember that the more you give, the more you receive, and in ways that may be not apparent in the first instance. Listen more than you talk, give more than you take, and blend a little more than usual. Bend, excuse me. Bend a little more than usual. So have some compassion. Divine Feminine, this may be a time to have compassion for each other. Not to be judgmental, just be compassionate with your Divine Feminines. Male, female, different ages, family members. Give them the strength and support from above that you have. You have, as the Queen of Pentacles, with the Book of Secrets, all the hidden knowledge and hidden wisdom to support someone.
I think I'm gonna catch some bugs.
Okay, go do that. So anyways, this could be a message for you if you're dealing with a third party, to have some compassion for the third party. Have some compassion for them. Maybe you wish that the third party had compassion for you. Maybe you've been sharing compassion for them, but they're not giving compassion to you. Maybe you've been forgiving and loving and nurturing to them, but they haven't been giving and loving and nurturing to you. Go ahead and don't let that change your heart. They're in denial, and they need to be cut off. You're in a good vibration. You're in control. The power's in your hands. The support from the divine is in your hands. So, I'll be right back, and then we're going to jump into the DM reading. Matthew's calling me again. The door's locked in the back. Okay. So all in all, Divine Feminine is going to be giving compassion and receiving compassion. And if anybody can't do that for you, it's a double-edged sword for them. Okay? They're going to get what they give. So a message to you from the divine is, don't worry if you've been giving love and compassion and forgiveness and healing to others and they're not giving it back. Don't worry if you've been the kind one and the other parties have been cruel. Don't worry about that, because you keep your heart steady. And if you need help healing, you contact another Divine Feminine, because you are powerful, you are strong, and you're almost there. The other person that is toxic will get cut off because it is a part of this tree that is, healthy and thriving. And then there's a rotten, old, dead branch. We do have death. There's a dead branch hanging onto this tree. Could be a family tree, could be cutting off someone in the family tree. They're dead. They're dead to you. They're dead to the family. Not literally, but they've been toxic. So you're cutting them off. They are no longer going to get an inheritance. They are no longer going to be part of this family. They're just dead to you. And it's okay. Cut them off. It needs to be, because if you've been giving compassion and they're not, you do need to protect yourself with strength. And don't allow that abuse, okay? If you're in a divine masculine situation where you're married or something like that and there's a third party energy, I think if there's been a toxic third party individual involved, and they are toxic, and they're not willing to leave. They're not willing to get out of the way. They're wanting to create problems and drama. Thank you, G Girl, for the 1112. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I know you meant 1111. I love you. Thank you, G Girl. Anyways, if you've been really good and this third party has been so toxic, don't worry. There's a higher power that's going to come in and cut them the F off. That dead branch on this tree is going to die, and in order to prevent the whole tree from falling down, they will chop off the dead branch. It's called pruning. So there is some pruning happening in the Divine Feminine's life. You are pruning people that do not serve you and help you thrive and grow. You're not going to let them take down the whole tree. You're going to cut them off before they damage anything else. Okay? Oh, that 1112 represents to be my birthday. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's cute. Yay. All right. Well, anyways, so don't worry, because the divine has your back. And I just want to give you that lasting message as I get out of the Divine Feminine energy. You are supported and protected, not just by the divine above, the heavens, the archangels, the spirit guides, your ancestors, not just by them that you're protected by other divine feminines. We are all supporting each other, and the Queen of Pentacles knows this, that support is like a grove of trees. They're all connected. So when you feel something, the other divine feminines feel something, and they come in support of you. Just like when I had my testimony, a lot of divine feminines came in and cried with me, felt that pain with me, and gave me support energetically, spiritually, with their compassion. That helps me. So that was a sharing of the collective Divine Feminine group. And I thank you so much for that, by the way. And so when you're also going through this, know that this group is going to come through for you. We all feel your pain. We feel what you're going through, your suffering, your sorrow. And we're all going to be sending you support and healing you, even from a distance. And that is so helpful on your journey. So just know that we're all here as a collective group. As the Hierophant represents community, it represents a congregation. Okay, so the Divine Feminines are a congregation of higher power, high vibe, spiritual beings, and we are here to send healing and love. So be aware that you are supported and healed, if not by your own family and us, at least just us. You are supported. You're not alone. All right, and I think that's the most important message for the Divine Feminine today, is you're not alone. You have support, and be brave enough to cut off those dead branches that are going to damage your whole growth cycle. Cut them off. They don't deserve to be a part of this journey. You are thriving and growing. Your business is going to thrive with the Queen of Pentacles. Your home is going to thrive with the Queen of Pentacles. Your spiritual journey is going to thrive with the Queen of Pentacles. Think of her as sunshine, cupcakes, rainbows, soil, and rain. She is what nourishes your dreams. She brings healing and structure to your desires and wants. So I just want you to know that this is recovery. This is healing. This is mastery. This is achievement. This is the growth that is happening inside of you. And even though you're not finished and you're not done yet, you're almost there. You're so close you can taste it. So keep your head up, and during this very trying time, where it involves towers and cutting off and all of that, during this difficult time of decision making for you and big changes, here we are. Here we are for support, unconditional love, Divine Feminines. Okay? We got your back, honey. Now, without further ado, 96 minutes in. Sorry about that. Let's get into the Divine Masculine reading, okay? Because Divine Femmes are busy, busy, busy healing their heart chakra. You are very busy opening your heart, forgiving, letting go, accepting. Your heart chakra is aligned with your mind and body and soul now. You're doing very well. Divine Masculine, what's going on with you? Pride. Pride and ego. Number 7. Pride is one of the 7 deadly sins, divine masculine. And this is something you have to heal. You're too proud. Didn't I say this in my reading yesterday? Right? You guys, you heard me. Pride. Or maybe it was the day before. But I was talking about that silly Justin Bieber song where he's like, I'm too proud to say I'm sorry, whatever that song was. I'm too proud to say I'm sorry. You know, I don't know. Yes, masculine, you're too proud to say you're sorry. You know, male or female, DM, you're just, take off the mask. Hi, Josmia, you're just too proud. You can't do it. You won't do it. Stubborn, flat out wrong. Doesn't matter. You're too proud to come forward and say it. I was wrong, DF. I'm sorry, DF. Can't. My pride's getting in the way. My pride and ego is getting all up in the way. Let's read that. All right. Pride. Divine masculine. Someone said nothing new. Yep, for a lot of us, it's nothing new, guys. I'm sorry, but DM, you may be acting out of arrogance and vanity. Humility is the key. When you are prideful, you can become harsh and not conscious of your weakness. This can temporarily make you feel more powerful and superior to others, whilst at the same time cause you to be judgmental, unteachable, and hardened. Have you been fighting, quarreling, and disagreeing with others? Are you always trying to prove a point and defend your position? Do you think that you're always right? By holding on to shadow pride, you're stopping yourself from progressing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Stop overestimating your importance. Hello, that's good. I mean, seriously good. One more time. Stop overestimating your importance and learn to be humble. When you are too proud, you cannot hear other people's advice and cannot receive their assistance. Recognize that empowerment means that you can be soft, caring, aware, and gentle. Recognize that you need other people's support to achieve true success. Wow. It's weird because divine feminine's getting support, and mirroring very heavily, divine masculine needs to get some support. So support is a big heavy energy for both of you in this full moon eclipse energy. But I think what's going to be revealed in this full moon eclipse for the masculine is their pride. Yes, you are wrong. And that's okay. Be humble enough to say it. You're too proud to say sorry. There's no reason why that song is coming to my head except for the fact that that's what's going on. I also feel like when you make a promise, you want to stick to it. And sometimes it's the wrong promises. I feel like this is kind of two-faced here. I feel like you make promises to the divine feminine about being there for her, loving her, supporting her, and you didn't keep those promises. You promised you would never leave. You promised you would never hurt her like anyone else. You promised you would support her and be in this contract. You promised, but that doesn't matter. You recanted. You went back on your promise based on whatever environmental situation was happening. And today, you're keeping promises to people in an environment that don't deserve them. You're being overly achiever here, an overly big achiever here, because you want to really go through with your promises where you're at now. And maybe it's because you feel like you've never stuck to your word in the past and you want to now. Maybe you feel like that's your transformation. That's a good transformation. Maybe you were terrible at keeping your word in the past and you want to change that. And that's why you're keeping your word today. But you're too proud to say sorry to those people you broke promises with. You're too proud to admit you were wrong, and you're too proud to make a situation better. Let's clarify this pride situation. Let's clarify this pride situation for the masculine. What are you too proud of? Whoops. Okay. You're too proud to tell the divine feminine you need her or him. I need you. Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine being so prideful that you can't tell this person that you need them, so you're going to go on suffering anyways? Masculine, you're suffering. And whatever you're going through is your double-edged sword. It is your own karma. But you're going to go on suffering until you admit that you need them. So masculine, you have to admit you do need them. You need this support. You cannot go on without it. Well, you can, but it's painful. When I feel the words, I need you, I'm hearing a few things. I need you in the sense that you are my lantern in the dark. You help guide me to my higher self. You help guide me on a spiritual path of healing. I need you because you are my lantern for healing. I need you because you help bring me on a spiritual path. I need you to also support me, help me grow. But I'm too proud to say that I'm needing to grow. I'm too proud to say that I need work on myself. I'm too proud to say that maybe I don't feel as whole as I'd like to be. And so this pride is like, I'm good. I'm Gucci. I don't need you. I don't need anyone. I can do it on my own. And if you guys ever saw, what came to my mind was what is it called? The Land Before Time. I hope you guys saw the movie The Land Before Time. A lot of you younger ones probably haven't, but for most everybody else, you saw The Land Before Time. And it had the little dinosaurs, and Sarah, the Triceratops, always acted like this, prideful. She was too big, she was too strong, she didn't need anybody. And when Littlefoot and Petrie and Ducky, yes, I have kids, I know their names. When they were telling Sarah, the Triceratops, come with us, we'll go find the whatever. The little land of happiness, whatever it was. The Great Valley, okay? She said, no, I don't need you guys. I can find the Great Valley all by myself. I don't need anybody. I can do it all by myself. And I faced Sharktooth. Yeah, I looked Sharktooth dead in the eye. And he was scared of me, And that's kind of what I'm feeling for the Divine Masculine is Sarah. DM, you're so stubborn and prideful. You're afraid to tell these, friends and family and Divine Feminine, hey, I need some help. I'm struggling, man. I'm not going to find the Great Valley on my own. I went the wrong way. I got lost. I got into some trouble. Sarah finds herself in tar. She's almost getting killed by Sharktooth. She's going to die. And then here comes her friends to save her. And, and the narrator in the movie was like, Sarah went off sadly. She knew that without her friends, she would have died. And she was too proud to tell them that she was wrong. She was too proud to tell them she was wrong, and she got lost, and she went the wrong way. And she needed them. And this is this pride. This Land Before Time pride is Sarah. Masculine, you're too proud like Sarah. You don't want to tell your Divine Feminine you were wrong, you went the wrong way, and you need her back, or you need him back. Okay? So that's that. What are you feeling? Oh, heavy guilt. Well, why would you be feeling heavy guilt, Masculine, if you were right? If you did the right thing? If you made the right choice? If you went the right way? If you did all the right things in your pride and your ego, Leo energy, by the way, why would you be feeling heavy guilt? Hannah it says here, karma has shown me how wrong I was, and I am so ashamed. Now what? Which is Sarah, Land Before Time. Okay, karma came and shark tooth came, which is karma. Shark tooth came and knocked you on your ass, didn't it? You lost something, didn't you? You lost financials. You lost a relationship. You lost trust with your relationship. You lost family support. You know, what did you lose? You lost something. And you got hurt. A tower came. Shark tooth came. Karma came. You got revealed and shown something. And you know you were wrong. And you do have heavy guilt. And again, you haven't admitted that you were wrong. You're too proud to say sorry. Just like the Justin Bieber song that I was channeling. I'm too proud to say I'm sorry. Okay? I need to hear that song because I don't even know the rest of the song because I'm annoyed with Justin Bieber. So I don't like to listen to it, but I think my daughter did one day, so I was hearing it and I heard, you know, I'm too proud to say I'm sorry. And I don't even know the rest of the song. But that's what I'm hearing. And it's like, come on, masculine. Come on, buddy. Let's pull the next card, peace. You're going through a healing of peace. You just want peace. I'm a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So right now, you just want to call in peace in your life. You don't want to fight. You don't want to argue. You just want to have a moment of peace. And I think of Sarah again in the Land Before Time. She went off and laid down on a little cliff by herself. She missed her dad, her mom, her family. She felt bad about being wrong. And so she walked off onto a little cliff and just laid there. And she just needed that moment of peace and clarity to feel better. And I think that's what's going on with you here. You got shown shark tooth, karma came, and now you want to walk off alone in kind of an isolation, Virgo hermit energy, and just have some peace of mind. You're tired of talking about this. Okay, I just got a channeled message. You're tired of talking about the divine feminine to other people. The gossiping needs to stop. You had a bad mouth. The double-edged sword. You had a bad mouth. And you gossiped and you gossiped and you gossiped about the divine feminine. And now you kind of regret that. There's a lot of gossip going on here. You wish you hadn't done that because you feel really bad right now.
Mom,
Yeah?
I'm taking too long working.
Oh my gosh, I know. I know, I am. I'm taking too long working, Mom. This little boy's used to me not working so many hours. I'm being facetious, by the way.
No, please don't.
I'm being sarcastic because I am not working that long.
Please
A
don't.
couple hours of work, you know, he doesn't know what it's like to have Mama gone 8 hours. He would just wither. You know, 2 hours is long enough, Mom. I love you, sweetie, but I'm not done yet. Okay?
You need to be done.
Yeah, I need to be done. Okay. Well, if you want me to be done, let me finish. Okay? Why don't you read your beetle a book?
Why?
Because he likes stories. Here. I bet Beetle would like this one. Okay.
You will watch it.
Yes. We'll read stories together when I'm done. Okay? All right, so let's move on. Anyways, so that is that message. I'm going to pull this card here going forward with you. So masculine Sagittarius energy, temperance. You're tempering out your temper, aren't you? Just like Sarah had to get calm, realize she was wrong. So that's what you're doing. You're meditating, which is also deep thought. You're thinking heavily and deeply, major arcana, about what happened. What happened? You might also be surrounded by bamboo. I feel like there's an Asian descent here, or maybe an Asian gardens you want to go to. You might even be purchasing a bamboo plant that might bring you some peace. I also feel maybe there, I don't know, like with Buddha, maybe there's a Buddha statue you want to get, or a bracelet that has a little Buddha head on it, I feel. I do feel like you're wearing a black bracelet with a Buddha head possibly. Maybe it's, I don't know, it's just a black gemstone kind of bracelet possibly. That may be something that gives you peace. And you want to wear that to give you some peace and some comfort. But there is this energy here of Zen, peace, calm, patience, inner reflection. Very, very, very deep. Okay? This is deep reflection. Really thinking so heavily. Usually when you meditate, I have to talk loud because they can't hear me. And if you don't want to hear me, go in the living room with that.
I am reading a book.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's reading a book. Okay. Usually with meditation, you're not supposed to think. You're supposed to clear your mind. But masculine, you cannot just think. Okay? And I mean, you cannot just clear your mind. You have to think. Because your mind is so detached that you're not thinking. And you've always been so detached from the situation with your feminine that you haven't thought long and hard enough about what went down. You have to think about what you did to feel guilt. And I think that's what's really going on. You are thinking heavily on what you did to feel guilt. 10 of Cups, Hierophant. Look how that's aligning. Your true love partner that you're supposed to have a family with is not with you. Because you're too proud to be with this, by the way, sign of Cancer, 10 of Cups. You're too proud to be with this person that you might already have children with, maybe not, someone that made you happy at one time, and you're thinking back in the past when you were really, really happy with this person. Could be an ex-wife. We all started off with this ex-wife kind of energy, ex-husband kind of energy. You may be thinking long and hard about your previous marriage, okay? You had a previous marriage, a previous relationship, and you're just too proud to say you were wrong there. So, you're trying to find peace and happiness where you're at. The next card that comes in for you is 4 of Cups, Book of Secrets. Where you're at currently, I know, is you're not really happy. Okay, this is no. You're interrupting and causing me to take longer. You need to go. I'm not going to have you in here interrupting. Let's go. Well, I'm trying to hurry and get done, sir. Now, come on. I'm sure I am. Fix my couch. You made a mess of it. I am mean. Yeah. I guess I'm a bully. I'm mean. I'm stressing him out. I'm taking too long. Shame on mommy. Well, I gotta work. You know? All right. I'll hurry here. Anyways, back to the masculine reading. 4 of Cups is you are not happy. Divine Masculine, I am not happy. And no, you do not. Go on and do what you need to do. Go on. No. Okay. Go on. He said I'm not his sweetheart. I'm not. Hey, guys, I'll be right back. This kid needs something. Needs some ice cream or something. I'm not your sweetheart because I have to work. No. you on the swing when I'm done, okay? Okay. Okay. He just loves him some mama. I'll tell you what, he is a mama's boy. He is such a sweetheart. He had little tears. I gave him a watermelon popsicle. He's happy. He's like, okay. And I was like, you have some watermelon popsicle. I'm going to finish. And we will read books and I'll push you on our little tree swing and we'll be happy. He said, okay. So that's that. Anyways, Divine Masculine. You have heavy guilt about a family. You think long and hard about a family, an ex-family. You're not happy where you're at, but you're too proud to say sorry to this other person, Hierophant, ex-wife, ex-husband. You're too proud to say you're sorry and you still need them. So instead, you're just going to keep it a little secret that you really are hopeless. You miss them. You're not sure that things are ever going to get better. Your Three of Cups is tipped over. There's too much water under the bridge is how you feel. You don't think that this is going to be able to get fixed. You're sad. You're depressed. You don't really want this. You've rejected your family. You rejected your ex-wife, ex-husband. You've rejected them, okay? Now there's this heavy guilt. You need them. Can't do it. You're trying to just have peace of mind about a dirty deed. Can anybody here have peace of mind over a dirty deed? No, you can't. But you're trying. So Divine Masculine is trying to have peace, but can't. There's heavy guilt. Now, everybody else around you in your family thinks you're happy. You got a new girlfriend or a new boyfriend, a new husband, a new wife, mom, dad, brother, sister, best friends, you know, stepkids, whatever. Everyone's like, oh my God, DM is so happy now. DM is freaking happy. He's happy he's without you. He's happy he's done with you. He's happy he's out of relationship with you. You know, they're all like, he's so happy. Okay, DM is happily moved on. Or DM is just happily without you. Or the DM's saying that themselves. I'm just happy. I don't need you. I'm not missing you. I'm living a good life. Life is good. I'm fine. Or you see them on social media or something like that, and you perceive that the Divine Masculine is living their life happy. And for some time, temperance is a long time. It requires patience. So you've been seeing them happy, what seems to be happy, for a long time. But deep down, Book of Secrets, they are Four of Cups. Unhappy. And nobody knows. This is somebody that feels alone in a crowd of people. This is somebody that feels alone in the bed next to their person. And I'm hearing the song from Attn, Mr. Lonely. Because I don't think they're alone. I think they're surrounded by family or friends or loved ones or, you know, someone, maybe another spouse. Like, I think they're surrounded. But it's Mr. Lonely. And I'm hearing Attn. Mr. Lonely, Mr. Lonely, I have nobody to call my own. Oh, Mr. Lonely. You know, something like that. This person feels like he's missing his best friend. Could be his children. Maybe he's separated from his children. But in the song with Attn, it's, I never should have done you wrong. I feel so damn wrong. Like, you know, it's something like that. I never should have done you wrong. Like, that's what I'm hearing. And that's what I'm feeling. And in the video, it doesn't have children. It's just about Attn and his girlfriend. So even if it's not a husband or wife, it could be just a lover, you know, a lover. And Akon thought that there was greener grass somewhere else in the video. And his girlfriend was making a beautiful dinner and waiting for him, and he never came home for the beautiful candlelit dinner. He was out having sex with some other girl. And then she wanted to leave him because she busted him. And he wants her back, you know? And he's like, I was so damn wrong. You know, I didn't appreciate what I had in front of me is really what's going on, you know? And now it's Mr. Lonely. Now, like I said, masculine, you could be in relationship, Hierophant, 10 of Cups, with somebody else. But you have heavy guilt and regret and remorse about something you did in the past to an ex-wife, an ex-husband, or an ex-lover, or even children. You have regret of hurting them. And you're trying to find peace in your life now. You're trying to make peace about your past. How are you going to do that without this guilt? Well, you're trying to get rid of your guilt. You're trying to meditate and ground, and you're trying to like do something different and be a better person. But I think you don't know how to fix this. You think it's too late. Too much water under the bridge. There's no going back, okay? Oh my God, now we have 9 of Cups? Woo! There's going to be some wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, DM. Wow. I am shocked. 9 of Cups does represent, in traditional tarot, a man sitting on a chair eating a big turkey, believe it or not. And it's funny because I just saw a turkey in the street yesterday, so that's a sign. But it represents a big obese man eating a turkey, and then the 9 of Cups are above his head. And it represents indulgence. It also represents happiness, because who's not fat and happy eating all that they have in front of them? You have a lot going on in front of you. You're eating good. You're eating probably too good. I feel like the masculine has gained some weight. The divine masculine has a little bit of a tummy now. Okay? A little pudge. And it ain't from happiness in marriage. It's from eating. Okay? Maybe you eat more because you're in another relationship, but there's been some overeating here. Okay? And it's just eating because you're depressed is what I feel. Even the 9 of Cups represents a girl that, well, her name is Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind. She just made love with Rhett, and in the next morning she's so happy. But she also finds out she's pregnant. So masculine, maybe you have a little Buddha belly. And I'm just saying, we got Buddha, we got 9 of Cups. Someone here has a little Buddha belly. You know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, DM. What's going on? You got a little Buddha coming on? You got a little Buddha belly coming on? Because I know you're not having a baby unless you're a girl, you know, in a masculine energy. Could you be pregnant? Yes. Are you happy about the pregnancy?
Mom.
I don't think so.
Mom.
Yeah?
The rainbow popsicles. Oh, how was it crunchy? The ice. The way.
Oh, he wants another popsicle. I'll be back, guys.
Mom, the way.
Okay. I think there's a pregnant woman out there that ain't happy with her belly. That's what I think. But I'll be back. Okay, I had to get him an icy pop. You know those little icy pops? Like those little icy popsicle sticks? That's what he wanted. He got pink. He got pink, honey. And there's a lot of pink here. So, someone could be expecting a baby girl in the divine masculine energy. If you are expecting and you're a female or you're a male, whatever, expecting, I don't think you're very happy about either your belly and you're fat or you're just not happy that you're having a baby on who you're having it with. There is this disappointment that I wish I would have had a baby with my divine feminine. And that is a very true message here on the board for somebody. They do wish they would have had a child with the divine feminine and not this other person. And they have heavy guilt, and they still need the divine feminine, but that really does explain why they have so much Four of Cups, which is why they feel like there's too much water under the bridge. You know, too much water under the bridge because what they've been doing, the life they've been living, and they think that the divine feminine, there's no possible way she would take him or her back after this. So they're just hopeless. It's just not going to happen. That's how you feel, masculine. If it's not about having a baby, it's maybe in the past you weren't happy about having a baby with the divine feminine and you left. Four of Cups does represent rejection. So you were rejecting your divine feminine who had a child for your own selfish reasons. So you could have more money, more free time, maybe sex with other people, maybe you didn't want to be committed. You know, that could have been what happened, and now you have heavy guilt and you're reflecting temperance on all of this. And you're realizing how selfish you were, how prideful you were. If it has nothing to do with, you know, babies and children, it could mean that there was an ex relationship in your life. You were really happy with that relationship at the time, but they rejected you or you rejected them. It got messed up because of secrets. And they moved on. Okay? They moved on, and you have heavy guilt because maybe you had a part of that. You had a part in that. And if it's reverse, divine masculine, you had a really happy relationship. Cancerian, Saggy, Virgo energy here. You had a really good relationship. And it sabotaged. You sabotaged it and you moved on and you've been happy, but you've never been really, really happy. Okay? You've never been happy like this. I'm not saying you've never been happy, but I'm saying you've never been happy like this. You're thinking, I could have had, this is for some DMs that maybe never got married, never had kids. I could have had a wife and child in my past. I could have had that. But for some reason, I chose a different path. And now I'm looking back at that path, trying to have peace, but I feel really bad because I could have had that. And now I miss that, you know? That could be part of your sadness here, and you're too proud to admit that you really did wish you had that, and you did need that in your life, and you're missing it. You don't have that now. You're single, Nine of Cups. You don't have it. It could also be where you denied a family. Maybe it was not your own family, your own blood, but you pushed away a family. Maybe it was your own blood, but it didn't work out, and you had a separation or a divorce. And you regret that, and you've moved on. You've had some peace, right? Temperance. You've had a nice, decent life. You've gone outside. You've kayaked. You've hiked. You've barbecued. You've made love. You've shared a bed, shared a home. You've been with friends and family. You've had a good life, but there's always something missing. There's something missing. You don't have it all. You have a lot, but you don't have it all. You have a hole in your heart because you had it all and you didn't value it. So you're never going to be fulfilled. Nine of Cups is almost there. It's like having dinner and eating a piece of fish. Right? And you're like, oh, that was a delicious piece of fish, but I'm still hungry. There's nothing else to eat. I hope you enjoyed your fish. I don't know where I'm getting the fish from. I'm sorry, guys. But it's like that. It's like, that was good, but I want more, and there's no more, you know? And if this has anything to do with sex at all, sex and love and a relationship, sex isn't that good. It's good. I mean, you're doing the thing. You feel good where you're at. It feels good. I'm not saying it doesn't feel good, but it never felt as good as that other person. Like, there's never been anybody else to put that cherry on top. You know, a sundae's good, but it ain't really a sundae without a cherry on top. No, it's not. It ain't the whipped cream and the cherry. So it's good. I love me a cup of ice cream, but I think I love me a banana split a little bit better. Okay, a little bit better. So there is an energy here where I had better and I didn't value it. Now I have good, but it's not better. Does that make sense? All right. So cup of ice cream, good. Banana split, better. This is regret. Karma has shown them that they made the wrong choice. They had some sexy hottie batati hot tamale back here, and they've got, you know, a piece of fish over here. I'm not saying that fish ain't the best fish you've ever had, but it sure as shit ain't that other person. It just ain't them. It's like, I don't know. You know, I'm going to go out on a limb here. Please don't judge me badly on this, but I'm going to go out on a limb here. It's like being with that person that had everything. It was the it factor. You thought it was too good to be true. And maybe they were spicy. Like maybe they were too much for you. They had too much drama. I don't know, something. Just, you found something wrong with them, okay? You found something wrong. And then you know, 10 years later moved on and you got with somebody. But you never experienced passion like that ever. I mean, am I out on a limb here saying that? I've had that experience. I've had the ultimate, and I'm like, oh, and then everything else is, okay, good, thank you. It's not, you know, it ain't seeing God at the end of the rainbow, I'll tell you that. You know, that is sexual there, but it's also intimacy, and it's also happiness. It's not all sexual. But I will tell you, when you're intimate and happy with somebody, it feels like cloud nine. It feels, God, it just feels like the best. I mean, when you have something like that, you don't need anything else. When you guys ever been in love and you don't need anything else? You don't need to eat. You don't need to sleep. You don't need sun. You don't need the moon. You don't need shit. You're just really happy with that person. They are it. Suck the juice.
I ate the whole thing.
Okay, good job. All right. So anyways, we're going to move on. We have little ears. Let me stretch. Woo! So masculine. That's the point right there. Whatever's going on, it's good, but it's not that good. Do you have remorse and guilt? Yes. Okay. Is that a secret from the person that thinks you're so happy with them? Yep. Secretly, you regret the divine feminine being gone. Secretly, you've never been as happy as you were with her or him. And the person that you're with could be Queen of Pentacles. Virgo energy, very strong here. They're just not it for you. Okay? They do it for you, but they just don't do it all for you. Okay? I'll be right back, guys. Let me get Squirt back settled.
No, I want to stay.
No, I'm not that close to done yet.
Mommy.
Let's get another popsicle.
No.
Want a different color? Okay. Let me finish. You can choose a different color. First, you. Okay. And then let me finish. I'm trying to finish, okay? try to hurry. I'm just really spending too much time on this reading. Anyways, let's move on. The next card. Divine Masculine, your message here is beauty. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. The rose obviously reminds us all of Beauty and the Beast. Someone doesn't see you for who you really are. You're also wearing a mask. Also, the person that you feel is your true love is not accepted by society or not accepted by other people. When Beauty fell in love with the Beast, Gaston laughed and said, "Did you ever think that she could ever love a beast like you when she had a man like me?" You know what I mean? So there's some cocky asshole or bitch that thinks badly of the Divine Feminine. She or he thinks Divine Feminine is too fat or too old or not good looking or not rich enough or not popular enough or not cool enough or not sexy enough. She thinks, you can never love, someone like that because you love me. Look at me. Actually, I'll correct you. The Divine Masculine loves the person that the Divine Feminine is. The Divine Masculine, and I'm not saying the Divine Feminine is ugly by any means. I'm just using it as an example. The Divine Masculine's like, you may not all think that I should love this Divine Feminine. You may not think she's lovable or he's lovable, but they are it for me. I love everything about them. You're my sweetheart. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh my Lord. Anyways, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So masculine. I do feel like there's time running out because the rose wilting represented the beast was running out of time. Every petal that fell was closer for the curse to never be fixed. And you're my sweetheart too. Fine, just let me work and cut your fruit. Put them together and cut them and stay. So anyways, let's go ahead and read this so we can move on. You want to know what else I see as sign? The moon that the kitten is playing with, right there, is the moon that is on this rose in the leaf. You guys can see that right there. I don't know if you guys can. It's right there. So anyways, the moon is connected to the Divine Feminine. And again, the moon is Cancerian energy, so there is still that Cancerian tie. Okay? But let's go ahead and read this and just see what that is all about. Divine Masculine, every rose has its thorns. And the symbol of beauty reminds you that beauty is never perfect. Just as the beautiful experiences you will have will not be perfect forever. When you revel in the beauty of what is true, you can look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you already have perfection as you are. When you choose this symbol, it's a sign that beauty is all around you. It's a sign that keeping positive attitudes and expecting wonderful things will bring good things to you. See yourself as a beautiful person and know, masculine, that beauty is not skin deep. It includes qualities that lie well beneath the surface. Look for this truer beauty in others as well as yourself, and always look beyond appearances. Appearances can be deceiving. The Keeping Secrets card does talk about that. Not telling you everything, there's more to the situation than meets the eye. Looks can be deceiving. Masculine is a little bit distant, so you don't see the truth, or somebody doesn't see the truth. Okay? This is coming to an end, though. All this facade. I feel like something was once really beautiful for the masculine. He or she moved on and did find some happiness. But over time, it began to erode. Over time, the situation filled the masculine with some very heavy guilt and remorse for what happened with the divine feminine previously. And somehow, this relationship crept back up with Venus in retrograde and Mercury in retrograde. And the masculine started thinking long and hard about the past relationship that has been rejected or is no longer with him or her. Since this event, which I think has to do with this big lunar eclipse, full moon that we're going to be having, emotions are going to rise really high to the surface for the masculine. And the masculine is going to look beyond beauty and exterior, because maybe the masculine thinks he has a dime piece or a queen or a beautiful side piece, you know, someone that is just wonderful, but looks are deceiving. There's something more beautiful here in this past, and it has to get revisited. Temperance is Archangel Raphael, which heals the heart, which is who we've been working with. Green, the heart chakra. And so the masculine is being asked by Archangel Raphael to look back at the situation and fix it. So the temperance in the traditional tarot represent the fix-it angel, the one that comes in with 2 cups and is pouring both on either side, making it even, taking time to even out the water, even out the emotions, balance out the life that's going on in front of you. There's a very long path and journey behind this angel, which represents it's been a long road. It's been a long road, or it's going to be a long road. It just represents length. Thank you for all your kisses. Oh, you're a sweetheart. Okay, so this takes a long time. Okay, thank you, Corianne, for the $5. I appreciate that.
And keep swimming.
Keep swimming.
Now we done.
I'm not done. Get out of here with your cute self.
Be done.
Be done. He's begging us, guys. He's begging us to get done.
Be done.
You little squishy.
Be done.
I'm not done yet. Oh, can you go put the key in the door? I think it needs a magic key in the bathroom door. Can you go try it out?
Why?
It needs to be tested.
Why does it need to be tested?
For good luck. Anyways, check out this really cool thing. Look at that.
What is that?
This is lapis lazuli in a Merkaba. Isn't that cool? I love that. Here.
Why? I don't want it.
Okay, trying to discourage this interruption, but it's not working. So he's too smart for that. He's too smart for that stuff. I swear he's an old man in this little body. He knows better. Anyways. You're a stinker. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. So, we're going to just read this because I can't. We're going to get through some more of these readings so I can finish. Clearly, there's more to the situation than meets the eye, okay? Let's read peace. And pride. Pride, I love myself and I see myself in everyone, okay? And that's the kind of pride that's healthy. You should never underappreciate or underestimate yourself and your accomplishments. Now's the time to remember how brave you've been throughout your journey. Humans tend to spend too much of their energy and time on negative emotions or what they have not done. This card signifies that you should take rightful ownership of who you are and have shared your unique light with the world. It may also be a perfect time to look around and acknowledge those other souls that have been accomplished many great things and who need to be reminded of them. You're basically being reminded of this soul, okay? It's just Mercury retrograde energy. And I think you're really thinking heavily about him or her. There's more to the story. You miss them, you want to be back with them, but again, you're too proud to say sorry. Peace says, I am being loved and I release all negative energy. This is a gentle reminder that balance in the mind is imperative in order for your soul to live its true nature. At this time in your life, you are here to learn the value of peace and quiet and the joy of being still. One can never be truly connected to source when their mind is engaged with unneeded chatter. Again, gossip. I have to say, masculine, you've surrounded yourself in gossip around your friends and family. And it needs to stop because you haven't been thinking clearly.
Mom, I just want an arrow. Want to drive a company?
Yeah. You're cute. Create harmony around you physically with order and calm. Trust the voice of your higher self to create an environment in which you can truly be in tune with your soul. So, you know, it's really frustrating that there's been chatter, whether it's been voice or mental chatter about the situation with the divine feminine. And you just want peace. You're trying to drown out that chatter. So I think you're putting an end to the gossip. For some of you masculines, you're going to make people stop gossiping about your divine feminine, or you're going to quit. You're also going to quit thinking about the drama between you guys. You're going to find some peace. It looks like you just want to be happy, but it's extremely hard with all this guilt. What is your answer? I feel like you need an answer because you can't move forward with guilt. You have to forgive and let it go. But I feel there's an element here for the divine masculine that you can't let go of something. I love you too. It's like you want to let go of something, but you can't fully. It's this 9, almost energy. I can almost let go, but I can't fully. Tell me about this 9 of Cups. Show me the 9 of Cups energy. Wow. Pleasure. I told you, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Didn't I tell you that emotionally, intimately, it wasn't cutting the mustard where they're at? It just wasn't as good as the divine feminine. There it is. Pleasure. This is confirmation that I was saying the right thing. Nothing comes close to how deep you please me. Nothing comes close to how deep you please me. Pleasure. Okay, look at that. So I told you, whatever the situation the masculine is in, it's not cutting the mustard. It's not good enough. There's so much anger inside me, hostile. I feel like this masculine gets angry, and when they're angry, they need to release. And they're not able to release like they could with you intimately, if you catch my drift. They're angry with themselves, hostile in their environment. Their emotions are very high. They do not feel fully satisfied. Okay, they're not fully satisfied where they're at. That's plain and simple. Tell me about the 4 of Cups for the divine masculine. Show me the 4 of Cups for the divine masculine. Show me what this is. This rejection, this sadness. What is this? Soul cleanse. I've been purifying my mind and soul. So this 4 of Cups is purification, grounding. Again, Zen, trying to seek peace, trying to balance out their emotions, trying to make peace with the past, make peace with what happens. And then we have, I know we are meant to be, and I am committed to our love, commitment. So the masculine is really committed towards the love that he or she feels with the divine feminine. Fully committed. And they're trying to cleanse their soul so they can be better for you. They're trying to cleanse their soul so they can honor that commitment. You know, and secretly they have to purify themselves because they've been in a very toxic environment. Under that is, yes?
I want giant whales on the TV.
Okay, well he said excuse me, so I'll be right back. He said the magic word.
Yes, I said the magic word.
All right, that was a good job.
Now we can find giant whales.
anyways, I love that your pleasure, nothing compares to how deeply you please me. I was like, oh my God, that's incredible. The next card that showed up is I'm fighting hard to become a better man, determined. So this masculine is really trying to be a better man, okay? I feel like if they sucked at marriage before, they're trying to master marriage now. If they sucked at making promises before, they're trying to honor their promises now. If they sucked at being a good man or woman or parent before, they want to master that and be the best they can be now. And if they are struggling with that, it means this is where they're headed. This is what needs healing. There's a lot of cups for the masculine. The overwhelming opinion of the masculine is they're really in their feelings because of all the cups. And it's all this moon energy. The eclipse is going to bring about a huge shift in emotions. It's bringing about old feelings. It's bringing up the past. It's bringing up this heavy guilt. Spirit, show me the heavy guilt. Show me the heavy guilt for the divine masculine. Intuitive, more green, Archangel Raphael. Your eyes see into the depths of my soul. Intuitive. You know the truth, divine feminine. The masculine knows you can see into their eyes. You can see into the truth of their soul. You recognize and acknowledge who they really are. No one else does. Bottom of the deck is your light is guiding me home. Believe me, your love, your light is guiding the masculine back. They are coming home. This light is coming from this card right here, Sagittarius Temperance. Your light is guiding them home. Home is 10 of Cups. And guess what? Guess what, feminine? You want to be sure confirmation that they're coming home to you? What card did you get? Home. What card did you get, feminine? Home. All right? Confirmation. Your light is guiding me home. And I think whose light is guiding them home? Archangel Raphael. I also think Jesus, Buddha, enlightenment, truth guiding them home. Okay? Thank you so much for this super chat, guys. I appreciate that. Show me this healing. Show me this guiding. Where is the guiding taking them? What is this guide? What is this guidance? What is this guidance for the masculine? What is this guidance? What is this guidance? Ooh. Sacred sexuality and shadow aspect. Very deep, deep, deep connection between you and the masculine. And that is guiding them home. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's a sexual energy. There's going to be a rebirth. What's guiding your masculine home is the sex. I know it's simple, but it's sexual energy. And it's not just sex. It's the connection. It's that 10 of Cups connection. Why? Because pleasure. Nothing comes close. Not even close to how deep you pleasure me. How deep you please me. I mean, when the cups are empty, the cups are empty. When the cup can't be fulfilled, the cup can't be fulfilled. 4 Cups in their situation. They are not satisfied. And it's a secret. It's right above it. They are not satisfied, and it's a secret. They're in some kind of a commitment, and believe me, it ain't happening over here. Strength and temperance is like, God, it takes so much strength to be patient. It takes so much strength to like wait and get through this. The Hierophant's like, we will make sure that as above, so below, whatever spiritual contract is between the masculine and the feminine will be honored. Okay? I know it's unhappy right now, but secretly this is changing. This is manifesting. 9 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles is work will be done to get this where it needs to be. There is work in the making. How do you say, like, change in the making? Let's get a healing oracle. Spirit, how are you going to heal the masculine? soothe. Soothe has a lot to do with peace. The slippery elm. They got temperance, which is peaceful. They got peace, and they got soothe. Masculine is being soothed from the divine, trying to guide them home, giving them memories of connection and spiritual connection and sexual connection. It was very sexual. I feel like if you don't mind, I'm going to get a little explicit, just a little bit. The orgasms that they used to have with you was better. The sexual talk was better. Okay? Your body felt better. And maybe there was parts of you that just felt better. They've tried to get away from that. You know, maybe it was just sexual. They tried to tell themselves it was just sexual. It was just sexual. It wasn't what it was, but it was actually sacred. Sacred sexuality, it's not just sexuality, it's sacred, means Lover's card energy, by the way, 6, Gemini energy. When you get into sacred sex, it is that 2 of Cups, okay? 2 become one. They share blood, they share life force, they share their soul, they bear their soul to each other. You see God in each other's eyes. You feel one with the universe and yourself. It's mind-blowing. It's tingly. It's butterflies. It's just beautiful. Sacred is much different than just plain old you-know-what. And they may have plain old you-know-what, but it's not sacred where they're at.
I will get you in any room.
Okay, thank you. So anyways, I just wanted to really point that out. And now they're trying to be soothed by being brought back to the memory of what was. It's almost like, and I'll be honest, the masculine is being reminded, thank you Venus and Mercury retrograde, of how good it was. And it's not even just about the children or the family, it's about the connection between 2 people. Lover's card energy, okay? And so I have this, it says here, a change of fortune and the situation, masculine. A change of fortune and situation look set to occur. They look set. And my clock is chiming, it's time. This could be major. Hey guys, can you close my door?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Love you guys. Although it may appear challenging, it will all be very positive in the end. So there is this shift with the eclipse and the full moon. It's challenging. This is a very challenging shift, but it's going to be good in the end, okay? A definite turning point is indicated, and you are being prompted to make more active hand and not just letting things evolve around you. So now's the time for you to take action, masculine. Before, you were sitting back in a lazy chair, just 9 of cupping it, letting whatever was going to happen, happen. If it was meant to be, it will be. You know, whatever's going to happen around you will evolve around you naturally. That was like going with the flow, being adrift. Now, with this full moon lunar eclipse, there's a shift coming up in your life. It's a definite turning point, and you are being asked to take an active hand in your life. It says, don't get discouraged by a setback, as they are going to be a natural part of the ebb and flow. Keep yourself positive, because growth and steady movement is here. Development is shown. Keep yourself positive and be optimistic, because good fortune is on the horizon, which is soothe, which really does explain temperance. I mean, this is a rough, long, hard journey, and you have to be calm and focused in this. Let's go ahead and clarify this with my tarot so I can finish up this reading. Spirit, please clarify the shift and change that's happening for the divine masculine. What change is happening? Show me the change with the full moon and the eclipse. Page of Cups. And look what's sticking out. I called Two of Swords. There it is. I called it earlier today. There it is. Mind and heart, getting aligned. Page of Cups is deep healing. It's also communication. The Divine Masculine will communicate with the Divine Feminine. He will reach out in a letter or a text or in person. He'll call her from work. He'll call her from a different phone. He'll message her through somebody else. He'll send a prayer. He'll do a 5D connection. Whatever it is, the masculine is reaching out and connecting to the Divine Feminine, Page of Cup energy. There could also be a Scorpio baby. You know, we talked about children. There could be a baby that is due in November or has a November birthday. Could also be October, Vedic, you know. So, anyways, I really do feel like this is a decision that the masculine's really struggling to make. Mind over heart, mind over matter. The change that's happening for the masculine is I have to align my mind and my heart, my mind and my heart. What do I know? What do I feel? I have to align. I can't just judge things based on the exterior. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, air energy. This does involve a third party that was very painful, argumentative, backstab, betrayal, heartbreak. And look at that, the rose. The rose, guys. Every rose has its thorn. It's about a relationship with the Divine Feminine that was very, very painful. It involved extreme headaches, migraines, and stress. This relationship was very terrible at one point, and there's finally going to be an end to it. Ten of Swords, an end to the silence. The Ten of Swords can usually represent blocked. You block someone, now you're going to unblock them and reach out. You cut someone off, haven't spoke to them, now you're going to communicate. It does have something to do with a third party where the Divine Masculine has very heavy guilt about what happened, and nobody knows it but the masculine. Book of Secrets. Nobody knows that the masculine is just riddled with guilt here about the past, but it's really coming up, and the masculine is going to make a decision to reach out. Page of Cups, give an offer of love or a very small message of emotional happiness and peace. Bottom of the deck here is Page of Wands, which is passionately reaching out. Remember it said taking action? Well, yeah, now the masculine has to take action. Action is reaching out. Oh, there it is. To who? Queen of Cups. Cancer energy. Told you Cancer was strong in this whole reading. There it is. So the masculine will reach out to a Queen of Cups. But you can go ahead and involve Pisces and Scorpio with her as well, because she is the queen. She is the queen of water. Okay? She is the queen of the ocean. She is the queen of love and feelings. And by the way, she is the queen of the Divine Masculine's heart. Actions will be taken. My deck says the word action. Fire, 8 of Wands. Messages are coming your way, Queen of Cups. You want to be more certain about who I'm talking about? Another, Cancerian card. Unconditional love. How many times do we have to have it? Even if it's not the sign of Cancer, it's the Divine Feminine 100%, which is the Queen of Cups. And you had this card up here in your reading. It's coming down here to clarify theirs. This is 100% connecting you both. The Divine Masculine is absolutely going to reach out within the next 8 weeks, most likely 10 days. 10 days for a lot of you. There's going to be a reach out in 10 days. For some of you, it could be 2 months. Okay, it could be 8 weeks, but there is going to be communication. The other card that fell out was 9 of Swords, pressure. This is a lot of pressure. The masculine feels pressured to reach out to you, but doesn't know how to do it. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of feelings written on the wall. This masculine stays up late at night, stressing, smoking, drinking, thinking, really stressed about how am I going to reach out to the Divine Feminine of my past. How am I going to reach out? It could involve a child. We did talk about that in this reading. It could. How am I going to reach out to her or him? How am I going to come and say anything? So right now, there's panic. Okay, and there's stress. There's pressure. There's worry about, rejection. And there's a lot of sadness and pain, and there's a lot of anxiety, okay, with the Nine of Swords, right? The other cards that came out was Sagittarius and Knight of Wands. There is strong Sagittarius energy here for the masculine as well. And this masculine is going to come rushing in, full of passion, full of power, okay? So the masculine's going to rush in. It's like once they get over their anxiety, once they get over this nervousness, like, oh my God, should I do it? Should I do it? What am I going to say? What am I going to say? I don't know what to say. I don't know. Should I text them now? No. I'm going to start to text, then I'm going to erase it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to start. All these emotions, this full moon and eclipse. I don't know. And so this masculine's like, damn it. I got to keep it a secret. If I reach out to this feminine, I got to keep it a secret. I've already badmouthed her and gossiped and had all this drama. Now I'm going to reach out. What am I going to say? What are these other people going to say? What am I going to do? And so there's this heavy guilt and stress because they've made a mess. The masculine has made a mess. And now you got to clean it up. You got to clean up the mess. And you know it. Okay? So you're trying to take the first step. The first step is just communication. Not worrying about where do you go from there. Don't worry about where you go from there. Start with a text, a phone call, a message, a visit, a prayer, a higher connection, a dream. Start somewhere. Connect and see where this goes. Okay? And so the masculine is going to come charging in. It is going to happen quickly. And I can tell you one thing. The universe is pushing this masculine in the direction of the feminine. There is this push, and that's the guiding light. Okay? There's a big push. The last card that we got is Libra, and it is the Justice card. And it represents justice, equality, fairness, okay, being fair, balanced. That's the last card, guys. That's the end of the story. The masculine must and will be balanced and fair. Justice is coming for the divine feminine from the masculine. Divine masculine, your action is you must make justice happen. You must be fair. You must be honest. Because the Justice card also represents truth and honesty. So you're about ready to come clean. Get honest. Tell the divine feminine how you really feel. What do you want to tell the feminine about how you really feel? What do you want to tell the feminine? What is in your heart? What is in your heart? There's a couple things. Okay? I'm just not just one message. The bottom line is karma is hitting me hard right now. Okay? You were right. You were right. Karma is hitting me hard right now. No matter how much I want to portray like life is cupcakes and rainbows, it's not. I am feeling the pain. All right? Then there's 3 more messages. First of all, divine feminine, major life changes in my life. I am definitely not the same person you met. Okay, I'm not the same person you remember. They look different, they act different, they do things different. You know? Maybe they were drinkers and smokers and partiers and clubbers when you met them. Now they're outdoorsmen. Okay? Now they're really into gardening and kayaking and barbecuing with family and, you know, helping with homework. Like, you know what I mean? They're like 2 different people. So they want you to know, male or female, hey, I'm not who you remember. Okay? So that's one major message. First of all, I've changed. The connection between you and me has changed. We're not the same. I've changed completely, which is more the reason why I've distanced myself away from you. Because Divine Feminine, you remind me of my old self. The old self that I don't want to be. I don't want to be that smoker, that clubber, that drinker. I don't want to be that hurt, wounded person I don't want to be that person. So I've distanced myself from you because I'm not that wounded anymore. I'm not that person. I've really moved on. 9 of Cups. I've tried to be happier. I've tried to be a better person. It said here, I'm working so hard to be a better man or woman, okay? Determined, masculine energy. So yes, this is the first message. It's like, I'm different. Can you acknowledge that? Can you accept that? Great. All right, let's move on to the next message. I wish I could actually express how I feel. The channeling I'm getting here is I've been so logical. I've been so physical. I've been so focused on my healing as a soul that I've detached myself from my emotions, okay? I have not visited my emotions about you and I for a long time. Maybe 9 months or more, okay? I have not visited these feelings. Now, with this emotional lunar eclipse, full moon, and the Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde, now I'm really visiting these feelings. And I wish I could actually tell you how I feel, but I don't know how because I haven't been exercising that part of my soul. The part of my soul I've been exercising is fixing my bad habits, fixing my financial matters, fixing my matters as a man or a woman, fixing my ability to be healthier and not cheat, not lie, not drink, not smoke, not be heavy into porn, not be that kind of a person. I've been so busy working on me physically and mentally that I have not spent any time on my emotions. And then here's the universe. Masculine paying you a visit. Fix-It angel here, Archangel Raphael. I come in talking about the heart. We're going to start looking at those feelings now. Now that you've managed to accomplish some growth in your life, now we got to visit the feelings because that is the last thing here that needs some work, okay? And the other thing they want to tell you is they were stubborn and flat out wrong. But they can't. They're ashamed because now the truth has hit them. Heavy guilt. I'm seeing the truth now, okay? I know I was wrong. Both of these cards talk about I know I was wrong. And I wish I could tell you that's how I feel, but I'm too busy hiding it. I'm too busy hiding it. Karma's hitting me so hard. Look what's under that. Tower. Sudden changes, which is the card they got, talking about sudden life changes, are about to hit the masculine. Shocking events, major shift. Yep, this is the eclipse. Universal help. Yes, Archangel Raphael. Karmic hell, relationships over, and just revelations in period. Wake-up calls. Underneath that, guess what? The grass isn't greener on the other side. Okay, it's not. I thought it was really green, but at the end of the day, bottom line, it's not any greener. I still have to explain myself to someone. I still have someone to answer to. I still have someone to provide for. I still have someone I have to explain myself to. I already said that. Sorry, see? Did it again. It's frustrating. It is repetitive. Your life with this other person may be good because you chose it to be good. But you did that because you were growing. What you failed to do, masculine, was grow with the feminine. You were in toxicity and you were refusing to grow. And that's why the relationship was struggling. Now that you've moved on and changed, it's not because you're not with the feminine. It's because you chose to be a better man or a better woman. But in this case, it's with the wrong person. You chose to be a better person with the wrong person, okay? That's why karma's hitting you hard right now. And that's why you're seeing the truth. And that's why you're feeling the pain now and you regret everything because karma keeps coming really hard. Karma doesn't quit. Justice is karma. This is karma. Tower is karma. The grass isn't greener is karma. Karma's hitting me hard. Karma, karma, karma. Are we sick of karma already? I'm seeing the truth. Karma. Everything's karma. Everything you dished out is coming back. You didn't expect that one. That was the hidden surprise. All right? The little twist at the end of the story was that everything you did back then, you thought you could have peace, zen, move on. It was only for a short period of time. Now you're going to have to revisit the past. So I think I'm going to title this reading Revisiting the Past, because, yeah, you definitely thought you could just move on here. That's not the case. You're having extremely heavy guilt, and you're letting your pride get in your way. But you know justice is coming for you, and you have to take justice for someone else. Major life changes have to happen, not just on who you are, but how you react and what you do to your Queen of Cups, your Divine Feminine. So that's that. Let's get the surprise message at the end. Told you guys we were going to have the surprise message. All right. We're going to find your way with the map oracles and the oracle of the mermaid. Okay, we're going to see what comes in. What is your surprise message for both of you? What is the surprise message for both of you? What is the surprise? See, it's a surprise. I don't even know what it says. It is face down. I have no clue what it says. It's going to be a surprise for us all. What is the surprise message for the both of you? What is the surprise message? What is the surprise message? Ooh. That one came out right. So I can't hide it. Bottom of the deck, magical map shifter. So there's going to be a shift. This is the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. Maybe your signs are Gemini, Virgo. Maybe that is your Vedic. I don't know. Maybe that's tied to you guys somehow. But anyways, that is the message there. There's a shift. Let's go ahead and read the surprise. I'm going to wait for the Mermaid Oracle. She's going to be the big surprise. This one is Spark in reverse. Okay, so let's read it. Number 34. Maybe you guys met at 34 years old. Maybe 34 is a message. Okay. So, everybody, Spark in reverse. You are a clear channel for divine creativity. In reverse. Sometimes your fire gets doused by others who don't want you to be all that you can be. In that case, you need to move away from the water lest things get too damp. The spark in reverse position may also indicate that you're allowing yourself to be so consumed by a thought, a feeling, a memory, or a situation that you're in danger of becoming completely burned out. Compulsion and impulsiveness must be, get this, tempered now. Rest by a warm fire. Wow. Hello, Temperance card. Let things die down a bit. Then you'll see if the true spark will still be there. If not, you can always light another fire at another time. Woo! Message. I got chills. This is sit down by a warm fire. Douse it out a little. Okay. Temperance is water fire. This is incredible. This relationship is taking a pause. It's been a long relationship. It's been a long, hard road. Right now, there is going to be a calming down, which is the Temperance card. You guys are going to have a moment where you are just letting things sizzle, simmer. If something was cooking on the stove, it's not on a high temperature right now. It's on simmer. Okay, it's just bubbling. We are turning down the fight. We are turning down the energy. We're coming to a resolution here from a problem. You guys are taking a little break. You guys are having a moment of clarity. All right? And it may feel like a break right now, but we're going to come back and revisit this and see if what the passion and the fire is still there. And I can guarantee you that yes, the passion and fire between the both of you is still there. And that's what everybody's so scared about. Maybe that's what the masculine is scared about. The masculine may be scared to see you, talk with you, be with you, have justice with you, Queen of Cups, because you are beautiful or handsome, smart, wise, intuitive, sexy, compassionate, loving, a sexy mother, a sexy father. You turn them on the way you cook, the way you run your home, what you do, what you bring, what you operate, everything. Remember this card. They're not as satisfied at home where they're at. So when they come and see you, it's fire on, because nothing comes close to how deep you please them. They know this. Your touch, your taste, your mouth, everything. Nothing. It's the sacred. It's not just sex, it's sacred. Sacred sexuality between a very deep connection between the both of you. 10 of Cups, baby. So believe me, you and this person have the 10 of Cups. This other person that your person could be with, that possible third party from earlier, 9 of Cups. It's good. It's real good. But it's not as good as you. So you know what I'm saying? It's that vibe. And so the surprise is that even though everything's on hold, there's been distance, there's been some drama. At the end of the day, they're scared to talk to you and see you because they know that that spark is still there. And nobody and no one can put that spark out. And they feel guilty because they've been talking a lot of shit. They've been talking a lot of shit. They've been doing a lot of shit behind your back. And this hurts you. And it hurts them. It hurts this relationship. And they feel bad because 99% of it was lies. Believe me, they feel bad. They have heavy guilt. But their pride, their ego, I'm too proud to say I'm sorry. Sarah in The Land Before Time, I'm too proud to admit I was wrong. Okay? Didn't we get that flat out wrong card? Yeah. Stubborn and flat out wrong. They want to express that to you, honey, but they haven't been there yet. It's coming. Wait. Justice is on the way. There is going to be a balancing out of this relationship. You guys are going to have a reconciliation. It's promised in the cards. So anyways, you guys are going to see if your flame, your fire is still lit. It is. It definitely is. Let's see the surprise with the Mermaid Oracle. What does it have to say? Whew. Beauty. Oh my God. No wonder it's a surprise. They go together. Beauty and beauty. Woo! This is a good message, honey. A good message. Grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. Maybe you look this way, feminine. Maybe you have this kind of a look. Maybe not. Maybe you just have a seductress look. It doesn't matter about the looks, okay? But beauty is here. Divine Feminine, the masculine thinks you are beautiful. Okay, if you're a woman, your masculine is like, holy wow. This Divine Feminine has beautiful hair, number one. Your hair is full, luxurious, beautiful. It's just stunning. You have a beautiful head of hair. That turns them on, your hair. Your eyes. You have these beautiful eyes that just pierce their soul. You had that here with this card. My eyes see into your soul. They just feel like, don't look at me, feminine. I get chills, you know? And your lips, there's like a little teardrop at the bottom of your lips. Your shape of your lips is just like, oh my God. When it's wrapped around me, done. Your hands. You take such good care of yourself, your home. And the best part is, it's not just your exterior, because remember we read this card. Looks are in the eye of the beholder, Beauty and the Beast. There's more on the inside. And on the inside, your heart is the most gorgeous, beautiful heart and soul this person has ever known and been with. And they won't admit that to you because they keep secrets. And they gossip and they lie and they talk shit. And that's too bad. And I'm sorry that they do that. But deep down, Queen of Cups, this actually describes you to a T. They also feel your breasts, if you're a female, are big and beautiful. I'm just saying that's what they feel. Or if it's not big, they just feel they're beautiful. You have a very beautiful chest, Cancer energy, by the way. Yeah. You know, this relationship is so intense, it's so deep, it's so spiritual. They have to stay away from you because you're too alluring. You're like a siren, a temptress. They can't be near you because they can't help themselves. And they know this, man. And that's why they've been distant. Now, everybody else would be so jelly to know that, Divine Feminine has got this going on. Okay? Let's just go ahead and read what this card has to say. Find it in the book. Okay. Beauty, the sensing of something deeply harmonious and pleasing to the eye and the soul, is a great divinity. Beauty in some ways is considered to be an artifice, excuse me, I can't talk, seriously. Still Mercury retrograde kicking my ass. Anyways, something that can be approximated and conjured through makeup, hairstyles, behaviors, and other form of camouflage and cover. But true beauty, such as the kind the mermaids know and see, is the kindness that emanates out of your soul that knows itself. And I have tears because listen to what they said. I mean, hair, makeup, behaviors, they're all masks. They're all forms of conjured beauty. Someone can get their nails done, get their makeup done, and get their eyelashes done, get their hair done. Those are all masks. They're forms of beauty. The real beauty comes and shines from the inside out. Beauty is not an illusion, but an emanation of the soul that shines out. It says it right here. And to wish to be beautiful, to wish to have this said of oneself, is simply yearning for the soul's perfections to be acknowledged. Humans are also present, very narrow in their definitions of beauty. For there is also beauty in our aged ones. Okay. What?
John ate the whole body.
That's terrible.
Now he has gross mouth. Now he got voices.
Okay, go wash them up in the bathroom sink. Go on.
Oh, Frankie's okay.
Okay.
Mom, I'll probably even hostels.
Don't touch that. It's going to drip on the carpet.
What's that?
You melted them. I'm sorry, guys. I know.
Ooh.
I get frustrated just as much as the next person. Anyways, it says here, okay, so for beauty is also in our aged ones, in the white of their hair and the tired eyes. There is beauty and amistry of injuries and irregularities of a form that befell so many. If this card has come to you, it is time for you to understand that your own beauty must be acknowledged and tended to, not to the unseeing eyes of a culture that wishes to see you as the form, I'm sorry, I cannot read. Let me start over. It is time for you to understand that your own beauty must be acknowledged and tended to, not with the unseeing eyes of a culture that wishes to sell to you the fear that your form is imperfect and make a culture of neurotics who fear being rejected for lack of their youth and shiny hair. The beauty is deeper. It is to shine. It is to enhance and become your own true self. It is to be as healthy and as well as you can be at this time. It is to speak not only words that may be true, but words that are also kind and graceful, nourishing the souls of others, supportive of their potential and their own beauty. Beauty cannot be separated from appearance, but the way in which you regard yourself will immediately impact upon those who regard you. If you do not regard yourself with the eyes that can see your own beauty, that beauty may well go unseen by so many others. Even our young and undeniably beauteous ones are so often unable to see their own form as lovely. Always we teach them to find fault, to spend their energy fixing themselves, when all the while there is a far greater task for them. If you have received this card, make every act for yourself regarded in one in which you can see beauty, and undertake your beauty rituals with intent and great importance, and awaken the beauty that has longed to shine out from you. The tools we mermaids have been gifted with are also our gifts to you. Our comb represents the precious and sacred nature of caring for your physical selves. In acknowledging that your bodies deserve time and reverence, there is a ritualistic element to all beauty routines that can be lifted out of the mundane and commercial world into the sacred, making of your bodies and honoring the temple in which you love and respect and demonstrate gratitude for. By honoring your body, you honor most deeply your soul and the spark of life itself. Holy crap, there's a surprise. The spark of life itself. Honey, that spark is still alive. Spark was a Rhema word. It came twice in 2 different decks. Spark. The beauty card came twice in 2 different decks. You better get ready. There is going to be a reunion. Better yourself. Feel good about yourself. This is advice for all of you, masculine and feminine alike. Take care of your body. Work on those Buddha bellies. Do your hair. If it's been up in a bun all these days for, what do you call it, COVID-19, you know, the whole staying inside thing. Can't think of the word, but whatever, you know what I mean. Get your hair down. Get a haircut. Dye your hair. Take care of yourself. It's time to feel better. Health is going to be of concern. Losing weight, changing weight, working out, focus on your body. Not just because of the outside physical, the inside. Being healthy, detoxing, beautifying yourself. It means that you have a beautiful heart and a beautiful outside. But it's time to focus on both. But it's time to give yourself a little love. There's a beauty ritual that you need to spend more time on. If that's putting cleansers on your face every night, brushing your teeth every night, if that is taking care of your eyelashes, if that is taking care of, skin, whatever it is that needs to be tended to, it definitely, talks about spending a little bit more time in your beauty ritual. The more you love yourself from the inside and out, the more others will too. Attract that. So it's also preparing you to see this person because they're going to see you, and I know you want to look your best. So because you want to look your best, Spirit is saying to spend some time on yourself because they're preparing you for a union. Let's get one tiny little more surprise.
And guys, I can show you the Iron Giant.
Yeah. I'm going to do a fortune cookie.
And I gotta show you the Iron Giant.
The Iron Giant.
See, he's Iron Giant. He's cool.
He's cool. Okay, so one little surprise, a fortune cookie, Matt, for the end of this reading.
I will pick one.
He's going to pick it. Okay, wait. Oh, that didn't shuffle. Hang on. Okay. All right, hey, you pick one.
I picked this one.
Okay.
The fortune cookie.
Oh my God, that is perfect. Thank you, Matthew. Divine Feminine, you just had a reading, which was my testimony as well, but look what I got. Titled yesterday, Serenity Prayer. There's your surprise. Maddie picked it. It coincides with that reading. God grant me the serenity to change what I can, accept what I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. Aww, we got the Serenity Prayer. I love it. Bottom of the deck is a message as well. Will it and it will be yours. Will it and it will be yours. Intention. I love you too. You're good. This card wanted to pull out. I wanted to show you. Eye-opening moment of clarity. Shocking. Okay, there's going to be an eye-opening moment. The truth will be known. Your power cannot be messed with. Okay? You have a power, my loves. And it doesn't matter come hell or high water with this tide of full moon and lunar eclipse and drama. When something is destined, that's it. The higher power will take over. Justice will prevail. And justice is yours. So that is the message, guys. I love you. Thank you so much for watching this very long video. Again, remember, this love is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming, guys. And I'll see you later. I love you. Thank you for all your super chats and all your support. Have a blessed, beautiful, wonderful day. And enjoy the full moon tonight and the lunar eclipse. I suggest a candle ritual for healing and prosperity and abundance and all the changes you want. So we love you guys. Bye.